I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, get back here.
Okay. So yeah, last time you guys kind of had a mostly RP session. You guys removed the caught pirates from the hidden chamber or the hidden kind of ruin, and took them to the authorities of the Silent Keiko, which they took in. You guys then took the kids to the Rum Runners and had conversations, not only about the kids, but about various other things about where you guys stood, and talking to Milo and the crew and each other, and kind of learning about the situation that just happened, about Hero, one of Kai's past acquaintances, and what it meant or what they might be up to. Kind of learned about each other's further on goals or things that they, aspire to. You got to speak with Sylvie and kind of learned that she's a hopeless romantic, where Artemis took her out and
quick aside to that, somewhere. I Pretty Woman that bitch. I took her out. I got her nice clothes. I got her hair did. Her nails did. We had a nice dinner. I went back and fucked her missionary, very nice and classy stuff like that. Then slowly probably went into more kinkier shit, but made sure she was willing to do it. And then when that bitch fell asleep, I left her a note. I gotta go save the world or something. If I'm not back, then I must have died. But I'll find you in the next life. I love you. Shit like.
Didn't we also learn that Carlo has a twin brother that's evil?
Not a twin brother. He's an older brother.
Oh. I thought it was twin. Okay.
Older. No, that was an
older brother.
Joke,
that was a joke. That's what Artemis assumed. That wasn't even a joke. That's what Artemis assumed.
That's what I assumed, too.
What was that? I got a half.
I mean, the twin evil brother cliche. It is all this time.
That's why I remember.
But you would know that it's not really an evil brother. The brother ignited, and it's much more than an evil brother.
Yeah. Forcibly evil.
It was being purposefully easy to say. Not.
Yeah. It's like mind control, right? When you ignite, I guess, or a werewolf kind of thing.
Yeah, they're not really under their control anymore.
You kind of learned that Artemis is seeking some kind of god-killing sword called God's Bane, and that Kai keeps having visions of a library that might hold some answers to that. What else? Anything you guys want to add that you feel should be noted?
We figured out where the pirate queen.
You figured out where the pirate queen is. She's
at the place that we already know about.
That was hidden on a secret page, yes. Victor and Tyler talk to the kids, and you would see that as they're changing into more warmer clothes and clothes in general that are not just rags, that the eldest one who was protecting him was hiding a knife, and Victor called them out on it. And
who was that? Which one was that?
This one.
Okay, what was that? Black kid. That's racist.
It was less he called him out on it, and more he just took the knife from him and talked to him.
Well, you call hey, you don't need this knife. We'll protect.
I know. But when you say you called him out, it's just
you slap his hand. It's don't do it. You just stare at him
no.
But yes, you should have all of the NPCs under the kids if you'd like to look at them there. I think I also added.
He's got a permanently gap.
evil people that you met in Gundia that got away. In case you guys want that. They're under
Evil?
I
Question
think
mark?
I think they're under NPCs under evil question mark.
It's just all the other. Oh, you mean those people in Sunny? Okay, you didn't mean like the. Yeah, I was thinking like who else got away? Yeah, you didn't add pirate guy.
No, I didn't add those two.
Okay, okay.
I can know those letters. Yeah. But this is the first people that got away. But
getting the pink. Wait, didn't we kill this one? The white one.
Kill?
Was that the one we? Oh, okay. So it was a different one that attacked the council.
Yeah, that was a what was her name? Fami?
Yeah, they look like the Predator.
Yeah, that was different. That's not the same. This is the one that Mozzie kind of grabbed the head and turned it into like an actual knife. But I guess we'll pick up there as you guys were talking to Clink, Tink, Zephyr about what she was doing beforehand, and found that she has similar ties to someone that Kai knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nero.
Because you were AFK, Prize, was there anything you wanted to make sure that was mentioned as the recap? Just something that you felt was important, other than you having your episode where you stormed off and eventually came back?
I mean, I guess they know that his brother's there.
Yes, we talked about that. Yeah, that was covered.
Then nope, nothing in the recap I can think of.
Okay, so we'll pick back up there where you guys are kind of still talking with the NPCs. Flo kind of looks at you, and looks at Tink, and just kind of like is comforting her, since it seems like they are kind of hitting on some hard memories for her to kind of bring up, with the referred to as Gomez. Did you say his name?
Yeah.
Tink refers to him as Pops, but you were given a name of Gomez, and I forget his actual first name. De Niro, that's it. Tink said that an individual of black, blue, and white kind of stepped in, and some of you can assume that it was the Fire Force, but Kai, being more aware of the darker sides of the Fire Force, knows probably exactly who was the one. Not Leo, but the Seventh Order, the one that is more secretive. Artemis, can a minion come to you, or can you only go to the minion?
The minions can talk. They can message. They can ping me in the head.
You get a message in your head from Jin saying that there's a missive for Morgana, something about the head council is going to be meeting soon and is requesting her presence.
When is due?
It doesn't say no. Not
I messaged her. I asked her. We can just talk telepathic. I was like, when is soon?
Yeah, they just say soon. Whenever people are inconvenienced, it seems like each house is talking with their respective selves, and then the leaders are going to be having some kind of conference.
Try to figure out if it's within the next days, month, year,
lifetime.
Yeah. Do I know when I need to go back?
Yeah. She kind of gives you a sigh.
Yeah, because I don't want to out of character. I don't want to say, okay, guys, let's go swing by there real fast so I can go do this meeting and go to the next place, right?
Yeah.
And then no one's there, right?
So she'll start looking into that.
Mhm.
Milo says to everyone, so these crew of yours, you have a ship, yes? You have a way of getting the kids to Segundia, as you said? Okay. I was just saying, I mean, it's a little bit more dangerous for us to do so, but I mean, I guess we could have done so as well. But if you have transportation, that's probably better.
I mean, if you want, we can go with you to the hidden place and put the kids on our ship and send them back to Sunday.
It'll be another week's journey, though.
Journey for what? No, I'm saying we go with them to the hidden place. We send the kids on our ship back to Segundia. Then Jill, once drops them off, comes pick us up. Wherever wherever, right? We meet back here. I don't know if we want to send our ship or Jill's ship into pirate stuff, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't it have like flags, symbols of Segundia? I don't know.
Yeah, but they would be smart enough to remove any kind of like Segundia Navy kind of.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, why? Why do we? Character, I'm just like, well, why should we go with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's also the same point that they're making. Like, why would a known pirate ship go into Segundian waters? Yeah,
yeah. So we send our ship to Segundia with, like, and we go with the pirates. The pirates, like, I don't. Unless I look at Victor. Victor, do you need Jill to come with us?
Not necessarily.
You okay being separated?
He has no feelings.
Yes.
Okay.
Save that for Yale.
I
Okay.
think the important part is making sure that they were okay.
Well, yeah. Do you not trust Jill? Victor, he doesn't trust Jill. He's gonna kill those kids.
And that is why we do not trust Zan.
Ooh.
What?
We're falling apart, guys. Stop this nonsense.
Oh, Dad, stop it.
Tylo is just covering Yuli's ears, jokingly, of course.
Yeah, like Victor gave the little like mechanical equivalent of his chuckle after he says that.
Yeah, it's fine. Jill can take. I hopefully Jill knows how to take care of kids. Or not take care of them, but not accidentally drown them. But I don't know.
Oh, jeez, that's dark.
Well, we're gonna be in the water. Like if it's fall ship, like well, they go kid. Guess he wanted to drown.
Turn around. Hey, can you guys swim?
What's swimming?
Yeah. He's like, let's all go swimming. Like she's like, yeah, maybe you guys do something nice, take them all swimming, and she doesn't realize they can't swim. You can't save them all because they're all drowning at once.
And you know what? This seems like a perfect time for a swimming class soon. Yeah?
It's freezing, isn't it? Isn't the water freezing?
Excuse you. You never even tried to swim, Kai.
Yeah, turn them into popsicles.
The water to where it is equivalent temperature to normal baseline.
Yes.
Not here. You know, someplace warmer.
Well, how about we... never mind. That's a lot of work. We can do that. I'll say we still gotta, send, we're taking them to, potentially the Temple of Soul to, turn it into a makeshift orphanage. But that's not a makeshift orphanage right now, and we don't have, access to that. So we'll have to, hey, we need this for an orphanage. So someone needs to lobby for that, correct? So...
I can do from a distance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do it from a distance, or, I don't think Jill's gonna be up to that.
Yes, she's a military woman, not a bureaucrat.
Okay, well...
I was going to say, Victor would know that with the pull that you have with Priscilla and Kina, you can probably...
Yeah, Victor can probably get whatever he wants.
Yeah. You say pull from them, but aren't they, like leaving? Didn't they quit already?
Priscilla would be on the council still.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also doesn't mean they don't hold any pressure. So.
Yeah, and just because they're not on the council doesn't mean that they can't just use their own personal influence to do things.
Yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is like, hey, for all the fucked up shit that they did, like, these kids are part of the fucked up shit they did. Like,
yeah, which was already kind of put into place.
Yeah.
Before you guys left, you guys had told them that, hey, there may be starting to be an influx of people who had, things. Just prepare, for So it very well could have already been a thing that they've converted the Temple of Soul into something.
Yeah,
similar.
after all, like a lot of children of Gracefield who don't want to be involved with the Fire Force probably are already, like, the second they hear, oh, Segundi has expelled the church, and let's go there. Yeah.
Artemis, wouldn't there be a way for you to transport these kids through teleportation?
Nope.
Yeah, she can only.
That's like the third or fourth time that she said that she can only do it, if I recall right.
Yeah, I think I also changed it that I can't do it to anyone. Teleport.
Tylo just leans over to Victor. I think he has that Alzheimer's disease.
Alzheimer's, you mean? Yes.
Yes, that.
No, he's too young.
You could be surprised. Maybe he has a concussion.
Brain damage is much more likely.
Yeah, when he was thrown.
I mean, he did get thrown against the wall. So.
Actually, you're right.
Victor stands up and like walks towards Zan with like.
Zan, allow me to see your eyes, please.
My eyes? Okay.
Yes, I'm checking for if you have a concussion.
I don't feel like I have a concussion. At least I don't think so.
You can't feel a concussion.
As you're checking his eyes.
Yeah. Like Victor gets like a little like his finger becomes a pen light and just like.
I changed the ability to. So now I can. So now Artemis can. Me and my minions. This was the ability. So I can basically use teleport on me and my minions. But no one.
Yeah. What were we saying, Nick?
You don't need to. There's obviously no signs of a concussion. A bit of bruising seems to like be present, but not anything like too
His pride and
extreme.
Yeah. So after Victor like checks your eyes for dilation, you're like the first stage of it, like checking for that, just like.
Never mind. You're good.
Diagnosis,
forgetfulness.
Yeah. As you're looking at his eyes, though, you hear like this voice kind of creep into your head, and then it says, "Take
Victor
his
blocks it
eyes."
with his hat. Victor's hat prevents that from happening.
Okay, so you feel that there's like a presence like trying to speak to you.
While you may not have a concussion, there doesn't happen to be any evil spirits trapped in your head, is there? Something's trying to talk to me.
Evil spirits? No, I don't think so.
Victor looks over at Coral.
The crystal just seems to spin unassumingly.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on myself.
You're magic.
Okay. You're magical. You cast magic.
You're a wizard.
You look over at Victor and you're blinded by the amount of magic.
Guess identify on your spell on yourself. You identify as a male.
You identify as a cis white male.
Cis white male necromancer.
In D&D.
I wonder if casting Identify on a person would reveal if they have any stuff inside of them.
I mean,
you're secretively gay.
I mean, it might work on Victor.
Oh yeah,
arguable, but yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, as you cast, detect magic, you see various like magics, but nothing that's out of the ordinary. Nothing you haven't seen before, or wouldn't expect.
Interesting. Sorry, Victor. I don't appear to have any sort of inkling of clue of an idea.
Didn't Ichabod mention that little gem that you have is connected to his father? Maybe he's talking through it.
I take out the gem from my coat pocket. Vlad hasn't been talking to me.
He doesn't like you. Maybe it's jealous that you have another rock friend.
Possible, but very unlikely.
Okay.
What did it say?
Well, it told me to take your eyes. Wherever it was coming from.
Wait,
Interesting.
are you sure it's not something in your head telling you to take his eyes? Like,
Completely.
maybe it's your rock friend trying to tell you to take it.
I don't have any rock friends. Oh.
You do have a rock friend.
You have your hat, which understands that it was an outside source, correct?
Yes.
Why would his stuff tell him to take
Nick,
his?
is it still trying to talk to me, whatever it is?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, my hat is simply blocking it out.
I look at that little opal gem and I'm like, or onyx gem, and I'm just like, I'll keep a close eye on it, Victor. Make sure it doesn't do any spooky shit.
Mm-hmm. The one back in Victor's.
Yeah. Is this with his pan to it sitting on the table? Like, for some reason, there's a lot of dust on it now, even though it's been that long. Like, sad. It's like somehow the happy face is now sad. It's like, how did that?
The glue kind of like the marker just is upside down now.
Yeah. I go back for rock bread.
He's the glue that holds us together.
Yeah. So
he was the best of us.
Zan, Victor, you guys are having this chit chat. You just hear from like the corner over here. Oh fuck! As one of the little kids is like repeating one of the words said.
Fuck you, kid. Who said that?
My nephew's starting to do that.
As you look over, you see that one of the kids has like spilt like juice or something all over his new clothes and just is repeating words he heard.
Get on you.
Victor doesn't care about the words, but he does care about the cleanliness. He does
Look at the kids.
He's right over there prestidigitating it immediately.
Like,
Amy.
Oh, we could have saved the use.
So Zan and Victor both kind of go over to like, is this another clean off? Is this like who can clean it?
Okay,
Probably
Willie,
not.
watch this.
A quick aside.
I was just sitting there with like a with like a sports announcer outfit, and Julie just looking. I guess what would she look content or confused at the situation?
Holding. Are you holding the floating head?
She looks a little dazed out. She's like, once again, her vision's not completely gone, but it's kind of like what you would expect of like early like blindness, where most things are just like giant blurs, but close enough you could probably make figures out or people out. So
she's just like super sad. Her back's to the group, just staring out the wall. And
no, she's not really sad. Honestly, she seems pretty content, but she's the like little like kind of like things are happening, like stimulus is happening to her right, but she's just like kind of dead stare forward, like she's listening, but she's not really like looking.
I no longer see the bad stuff.
Yeah, like how blind people like have to usually wear sunglasses because their eyes wander, and people find it creepy.
So is it possible for me to like grandfather her my shades?
If you want.
Should I tint them, or can I tint them in any kind of way?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you can probably like use your magic to kind of like heat it up to the point where the dyes just kind of burn and turn it like charcoal, like black.
Gotcha. I'll do that.
Just put like
off the Photoshop.
the marker.
The robot and the human are wrestling for dominance of who gets to clean it first.
Nah, Victor does the prestidigitation and just like, like he probably spooks the kid by just like as he does like Jan glider form, and then he's just there suddenly.
Remember, cleanliness is right next to godliness.
You don't like gods. What?
It's an expression, Artemis.
Uh-huh. Something you shouldn't be using.
Hush.
Stick says, being clean is a good thing. So, I mean, even if it goes against his morals.
Yeah. But the idea to him, next to godliness, is nothing to him, so he doesn't care about cleanliness, according to that saying to him.
But look at the man; he's in a
I know.
fantastically pressed suit.
Yeah, he likes robots and stuff. So it should be like cleanliness is next to mechanicalness or something. I don't know. You should change that shit. Make it your own.
Victor's like, thank God I'm an atheist.
Yeah. Stop appropriating my culture. That's our word.
I'm not an atheist. I am an anti-theist.
Yeah. See, it's even worse.
Yes, he worships the giant anti. Don't you know?
Wouldn't there, like, if enough people worship the idea that God shouldn't exist, doesn't that mean that they can create a God that its entire job is to remove other gods?
Let Victor be that God. He can be that God. God of non-gods.
That's involved in my level 20 ability, so yeah. That's involved. Part of my level 20 ability.
It's his whole. He's a god of oxymoron.
Can't come back, Can't come back.
God of oxymoron.
Yeah.
Artemis is like, okay, guys. What do we? So we found out that Link has a friend. I know. In here somewhere. Was that it again?
Alive or dead?
What?
Alive or dead? We don't know.
Yeah, but where we're at?
You were told that it was somewhere in Balam. No, that's Kingdom of Rodi. That Balam is just north of Velaza.
And
so
why do we go north?
So
you are
that is
talking about
where
Rodi, right?
the Kingdom of Rodi. Kingdom of Rodi is where you were told that the pirates were attacked by a horned inferno, matching the description of.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you can go check that out eventually. By the way, I have to have a meeting eventually back home.
What?
Meeting?
So, yeah, meeting. I'm very important.
Oh, good for you.
Swing by there.
I thought your
home is the Zaretian Empire, correct? Very well.
Full of murderers and killers and shit like that, right? I don't want to go there.
Mainly slave.
I don't want to go there either.
Yeah, I think I want to pass out on that. Is it pass out or pass?
If Nick, if I remember correctly, didn't the Zaretian Empire try and conscript me? Or
they didn't try to conscript you. The head of Artemis's house, one of the heads. So you would know. You would know that there are main houses in the Zaretian Empire that are basically nobles. You met with the House of Nyx, which was Yaso Nyx, who is the husband of the head of the family, basically. He's not the head of the family.
Everyone in the House of Nyx isn't just named Nick? Sad.
No. So within the House of Nyx, you have House Ibris, which is where you had formerly seen Morgana Ibris inside of the I got that mixed up. I'm sorry. Ibris is the hold on.
I just wanted to be reminded that it was Artemis's kind of clan and not the Souls people or the
it was House Ibris and Morgana.
I would be fine with going.
Yeah, it's gotta swing by. You can temple a little.
Out of character, the Zaretians are really superstitious, right? Aren't they?
They're in a way. It's not superstition that they believe in. More so a code of if I could kill you, I deserve to rule you. Basically, you keep what you kill. Basically, it's kind of like the motto they live by.
Strong rule of the week.
Yeah. Strong rule of the week.
Yeah, those meatheads would probably try to beat me to death and pry me open just so they could see how I work. So
No, I don't think they'll do that. You don't really seem very. Maybe you are. I guess you're a big. People think you were strong. You know.
you've seen that I'm capable of such.
Most
Because I wouldn't let that
people.
possibility happen, but I would rather avoid the bloodshed.
See, if anything, people trying to avoid us. If we stay in a group. They were like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking with that group." So if anything, people might have.
Preferable.
Yeah, I mean, it's not smart to fight. It's kind of easily to get off.
Indeed. It's better for us to all be together or not be together.
Yeah, we finish.
Also, I'm a big. Kind of a. Not the biggest of deals, but you know, not the biggest of deals, but a big.
Okay then.
So my life is in your hands, is what you're saying. Or I guess in your appearance or your status.
You can know how to run, right?
Oh, I could run really fast.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Don't get beat up.
Oh no, I don't like getting beat up.
Be fine. Or don't. If someone challenges you a fight for your fucking life, don't accept. Just run. Just like, no thanks. Run away. Right? It's like you know how when like people, I was saying how people race slips cars. Like, you know how people race for their horses. Like winner of the race gets to lose his horse. Kind of like that, but with your life. Just don't accept those things or participate.
Right.
Stick kind of speaks up and just goes, "It's a little barbaric, but they are cordial to say, you know, obviously if they're bandits and thieves, they won't just, you know, they might jump you, but most individuals who are looking for status don't make it a point to just kill without. There's always some form of duel or engagement prior. So
yeah, like if someone like fucks with you and like you fuck with them, and they're like, you know, let's settle this once. See who's better and take all. This is a way to solve. If anything, pretty peaceful in a weird way, right? Like most people are too scared to like do anything wrong because then they might just get fucked. But everyone follows the rules. Don't make yourself a really big deal. Basically, don't talk the talk if you can't walk. Everyone, you're always putting your money.
Understood.
Head down.
Milo just says, I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like most of you can handle yourself in a fight, so.
It's fine. Slow. He's big.
She kind of flexes. And whenever she flexes, you see Stick go, like, counter flex, and then they start doing a flex off.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
That's your fish. He just flexes and his jacket just breaks, like bursts.
Yeah, they do like the classic strongman poses and stuff, and eventually they shake hands, like
like the Full Metal Alchemist thing. Yeah, when the Armstrong meets the fucking the teacher, the dad, the teacher's husband or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
How beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, you've seen this kind of show-offy things, but at the end of the day, it's always in good fun and competition, in the spirit of competition. But it kind of brings you back to some of the. I've lost your token too. I don't know where the fuck your token is on the map.
Under. He jumped for some reason.
Okay.
Under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess for you, it might be on top.
No,
yeah.
like Julie was to the side the entire time.
You might want to refresh. A Roll20's been like I was. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I put her in front of you because I thought you were interacting with her. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we'll just
Yeah, like no,
pretty
like
obvious.
Tyler was interacting with Julie. I put like he sits to the side because he was doing that commentary with with Zan and Victor with them racing. Yeah.
He's playing Deja Vu.
Honestly, when Victor went over to check on Zan, he played Careless Whispers on ukulele. Not sure if anyone saw that or not.
The reference for that goes over my head.
So think. What about? What are we? You happy? Happy being with us now? Good.
I mean, I've only been with you for a day.
Oh,
but I mean,
good.
I have eaten more than I have in a month, so I guess that's fine. I like it. I don't like trying to kill people, though, and the blood kind of she's like gagging as she's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'll see you back to help bring. Maybe put you in the
I have some more questions about Gomez first, though. So don't run up just yet.
I can call her back. I'm saying that yeah.
Wait, you have questions for me? What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same person. So I was taken in by him too. But yeah, we kind of separated in a similar fashion to like the others. But was last time we saw him, was he healthy or is he sickly?
He wasn't sickly. He was more frail, if anything. As I said, he had some kind of wound across his chest that seemed like it was having trouble healing. It didn't look like a new scar. It looked kind of old, but it seemed like every time he'd strain himself, it would reopen and not quite heal as well.
Was he like a fire guy? Do you remember him being like a fire person thing like you, or?
No, I'm not sure how I should answer that.
So maybe he's have some kind of magic that when he exerts himself, he opens. Bobo, I don't know. Whatever the fuck, I don't know what that means. I'm trying to grasp at things, baby. Why do people just have scars that don't heal?
To put it, I guess I could explain this. Maybe you don't know this, Z, but De Niro. Not talking to you, talking to you, Luke. But yeah, he's like, you know, minion is Zephyr, right?
Oh, okay, King.
Yeah, Zephyr.
So he's calling her Z. But
her name's King.
All right, are you okay with Tink?
She looks like she's gonna answer something, and all you hear come out is, "Yes, that's fine."
Blank wants to figure. Okay, I'm joking. Yeah, but yeah, De Niro was once a fire force. Not sure if he revealed that information too.
I mean, he didn't tell me, but I kind of saw. I mean, he seemed to take care of a lot of. Then she kind of like gestures to the kids behind. So, I mean, it wasn't. He didn't say it, but everyone, I guess, kind of assumed it. But he wasn't like the rest, so.
Alright, that's kind of why he left the situation. Yeah, I'm glad he was still able to fulfill his wishes It's kind of what he liked doing, just taking care of the younger folk like us.
He did say that if she seems a little bit strained, like trying to remember as she has been, trying to like pull that information and kind of that's what is it locked a bit of ways. She said, or he said, if we ever needed help to seek out the fourth, but I don't know what that means.
The fourth.
Fourth.
Fourth guy, fourth person. Maybe he's a number. Their numbers.
Yeah, when Z says that, it kind of clicks for you. Each of the captains are kind of named after a number, basically. You would know that the fourth is a sword wielding captain that lives in Volaza.
Does that mean anything to you, Kai?
Yeah, it's usually a member of the Force. Not 4 as in number 4, but Force as in Fire Force.
So we're going to be... Oh, goodness.
I mean, did he say why we need to find this 4?
Hold on. Sorry, someone's like crackling. I don't know who that is, but it was loud.
Yeah.
It's Josh.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was not even thinking.
Yeah, it's just loud because I have you boosted a little.
Use ASMR in the mic, like, oh my bad. Used to.
No, I was balling up a foil for our kisses. Yeah, yes. If there was a reason we need to find this 4.
We said we needed help. Help find it.
Said he said that the fourth shared similar views and only really wanted to make the world a better place. And
so, is there a replacement in their force for the fourth, or is that spot vacant?
No. Yeah. So Kai, you would know that she's referring to the fourth captain. Each captain has a number associated with them. Right. Leo being number 1. Salamandri, who is the kind of like leader of the nation of Theodon, is actually the second. There is a female captain from the third that resides within Queenstown. The fourth resides within Volaza. Fifth is it within... Oh, where was the fifth? The fifth was not Grombat, Segundia, but they were forced out. You didn't get to meet her, but she was kind of the one that kind of alerted people to your presence there. And then there is one in the Brunhild Marshes.
Okay.
So, and each one of these kind of holds like a different position within the Fire Force. The seventh is the only one you know about that is kind of more secretive and doesn't have a definitive location.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah,
it was the rock.
Numbers gods, but more important, do you like your name? Beyond.
I mean, a name is just what people call me, and as long as you're not calling me trash, I don't mind. Yeah, okay. I guess it's endearing to have a nickname. I've never had one of those before. Well, I guess I did.
Yeah.
I guess, Zumi is a nickname, too.
Yeah, Zumi's a nickname. Yeah. Weren't you Zephyr, and then people called you Zumi? Who called you Zumi?
The little automaton thing that you saw.
Oh.
I thought that called you Tink.
I called it.
Oh, that was right.
Adorable.
I mean, like I said, if it's endearing, I don't mind. But if you're making fun of me, that's just rude.
Maybe both.
Maybe we can stick with Zephyr.
That's too long. Pink's adorable.
It's too silly.
Pink's even better.
I mean, no, I think Zephyr's beautiful. I think
I don't really care what you call her. Just settle on something already.
Well, I'm gonna call her Pink, and if she doesn't like me calling her,
You'd see
yeah, it's like,
Zan looking through his.
Excuse me, Yuri. I'll be right back. As he just puts down the playing cards.
It's Tyler running off and crying again.
No, Tyler's just getting closer because he doesn't want to talk
Okay.
over the room.
you yell at- yeah.
Okay.
You see Zan look up from his book. Victor, do you have a way of contacting Jill?
Yes.
I
Spell magic.
I just open the door and yell.
I think I might have a way of getting them to Segundia.
Explain.
He holds up his book and shows the Galder Speedy Courier. It would take a little bit, but we might be able to take them one at a time.
You're mailing out children.
In this
We're not-
instance, Silo, yes.
We're not going to mail
Oh,
children.
God.
Fun fact:
Sorry.
people used to sell children.
I'm aware of that fact.
Okay.
It's a pretty funny one, and it's not
It's
nice.
like
I seen the black and white picture with the mailman and the baby in his bag.
I think it was like it was until like 8.
We don't have to go that. We don't have to go too much into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Artemis is like, I guess you want to use magic. That's fine. But yeah, Victor, can you help Pink with her Pink part?
With her cybernetics, yes.
Sure.
I would be quite capable of doing so. I asked her about it earlier, but that didn't really go anywhere. I was going to ask after we handled this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're clearly malfunctioning and not fitted for her.
Do it here? Do we have to go back to India?
I can do it here.
I could help you, Victor, if you need it.
How?
I may not have been working perfectly with robotics like you were, but I did pick up to a thing whenever I was working at the workshop.
We can hand you tools.
The understanding of anatomy and the way
Unnecessary.
that it works.
So he would need a nurse outfit.
That'll be
This is
unnecessary.
like, I got a nurse outfit, and he pulls out a nurse outfit.
Who?
Does it fit me?
Who pulls out a nurse outfit?
You, it's a little baggy.
Who pulled it out?
Tubbs.
Okay, that's what I figured.
bug
Yeah,
nurse.
I figured.
Yeah, the really horny one. The really.
I appreciate it, but I don't think we're playing dress up right now.
Maybe just the hat.
I look over to Tylo as in like, please do not like make this worse for me.
Seems. Maybe it's
Only
me.
makes the situation better.
It was like, seems like a bottom. Power bottom.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
You hear one of the little girls goes, I want to be a power bottom.
No, you don't.
You gotta quit what you're saying, all these kids. Jeez.
Well, maybe she
Alright.
wants to be a power bottom.
This is partially why you came closer to the table, because of the swearing and such.
Let them learn early. Be prepared when they get older.
Right, I guess.
How old are they? I was like, how old are you?
Trying to enforce your morality around language on others is, in my own sense, immoral.
I'm not forcing anything. That's on them.
Yes, which is, as I said, I am not preventing them from swearing or learning such words in any manner.
We're in a
They'll
bar.
learn them eventually. Exactly.
Humber's like, why are they here? Like he's like looking around, like.
Because we didn't have another place to take them immediately.
I mean, I can do something about that.
We're not
Zephyr,
mailing children.
It only takes 10 minutes.
Or like teleporting children.
Yes.
Fine. Do you know what you're
Victor,
doing, or
I would need you to contact someone or at least we both mutually know within the city of Segunda.
So you know what you're doing, or you might like teleport them into a dungeon.
Oh no, I have to. Someone that I know that I've come into contact with, I can basically send them a small crate of materials. Well, this.
So we have to kill
he's
them
reading off the
first.
spell.
We have to kill them
It says
first.
here it creates something which might be big enough to where one of them can squeeze in, at least the smaller, younger ones.
I don't know if
It does
children
not say
count.
that it can
Yeah.
It does not say that it can transport a living creature.
Yeah, does it say? Well, it doesn't. Does it not say? It says, if it says materials, I don't think children are material.
It's very out of character. It very specifically says items.
Yeah. Like children are items. I mean, if we kill them, then their body would be an item.
Stop it. They can hear you.
Something that will not be happening.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's some. I don't know. The person you're sending them to, can they resurrect people?
Look at Victor. Does that mean
Optimus,
if
you're
you
not
turned inside
killing-
out, I could send you?
I don't think Victor's an
Likely
enemy either.
not.
You send Victor back.
As if I would ever give that up.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Wait. Can you call things here?
Me?
Yes.
It's a one-way thing, but it's more of a two-way thing, but it has to start from me.
Okay. Old Artemis opens a portal, walks into the portal, then comes walking out of the portal with her rock. Never mind. What's going on? Which is going to get left
Wait,
here
are
again.
you having sex with Big Knife right now?
Oh yeah. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can. So Artemis opens a portal, walks through the portal, comes back sad. Goes, I can't touch things.
You have multitasking skills of a god.
Yes,
Pun intended.
I'm a guy.
Pun very much intended.
Pun, I appreciate it though.
So the thing
imagine you
is,
slip up in like something you say over.
yeah. Yeah, take it, bitch. Like what? Oh my bad. Yeah, that does feel. This is a random
Wait,
moan.
where are you?
Artemis
Tyler-
right now is like, right now, I'm having sex with.
There are children in earshot.
He asked, blame him.
He said yes. Yeah.
You know where I was at. You knew.
Discretion
Yeah.
is also upon the person speaking, Artemis.
You know me. Where do you think I'm at?
Tylo looks around.
Exactly. Artemis has zero discretion.
Tylo looks around because he was outside when he saw a guy walk in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy.
Wait, that was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
Some random knight just walked in here and like, you guys are fellow.
Like, Tylo asks, "And does Big Knife know what
Oh,
you're
no.
doing?"
No. He's gonna be happy though. Don't worry about it. Give her what she wants.
That's gross.
Milo goes.
What's gross?
She probably knows. She's probably just letting it happen.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Baby.
When's she ever gonna live out her fantasy of someone actually doing that?
Yeah.
She probably knows it's not actually real, but let her live the lie. Let her have this.
Yeah. He's gonna be happy. He's gonna get what she wants. No one gets hurt. Not a lot, but you know. It's
I'll
more
cast
good.
modified memory, make it never
It's
happen.
more good than bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, Zan, and then you get assassinated by Artemis's cult because it's like actually really evil. That's
Oh yeah, it's really fucked up. Can't modify people's memories.
Yeah, but imagine it like you wanted the memory.
I think she wants the memory. That's the point of what Artemis is doing there.
Yeah.
So just like you're trying to pretty girl her, I'm gonna say that she's also like, once everything is done, you're both trying to sneak out. You both kind of like lock eyes, like Oh yeah, and she's just like, it's not gonna work. See, I travel the world, and when will there ever be a day that you'll ever find me? And just let's live it in our hearts. And
yeah. It's fine. Like where it's not meant to be. Like was fun, but
yeah,
good luck.
You guys are just hamming up each other's performance.
Yeah. It's just one of those like awkward like we can just make out as we leave. We're like, nah, let's give each other a handshake and go. Like it's good enough. She just comes back wearing a fucking tiara and a dress.
Well, we'll say that she probably won't return for the rest of the night, but
the next day,
the real Artemis, Artemis can kind of show up if she wants, but
eventually once everything.
So, Zephyr, I have a question of my own. Before meeting us, well, how did you? First of all, who told you about the throne in the first place?
The what?
The throne in the first place. Like Zephyr mentioned a throne a couple sessions ago to like the throne for the Ball's throne.
Oh, some lady that looked like her came and kidnapped me and said that they were going to kill me for the throne and or for God or whatever. Balls, I don't know. I was in a lot of pain, and I was just I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh yeah, Ball's throne's called the throne.
That's the one.
Yeah. Have you ever, I guess, before meeting us, killed anyone?
It doesn't like killing me. Can't even do it. It's like throwing up and stuff.
Yeah.
You just run.
And you really don't want to kill anyone at all, right?
No, I don't want anything to do with killing people. I just want to live my life.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna take her to the murder cafe and let her work there for a while. It's over it and come and hang out with us and kill people. Not, then you can just go there.
Why can't she just, knock people out like I do?
When that?
Well, maybe she can learn to do that instead.
Sure. You want to teach her how to blast with magic that random that she can't even control?
I didn't know how to control my arms at first.
Yeah, but she can't even control her magic, like random.
Yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen until it happens.
Yeah, even if she was like a normal caster that could just like blast people, I don't think they have a heart. They're close.
Just above game, didn't we rule that if you
probably magic
because you didn't want to kill Flo outright.
I have a system.
Sure. I think trying is better than not, though.
Yeah, but
I think trying is better than not.
Yeah, what happens if she just like you randomly cast magic and the rock falls from the sky and lands on someone's head? Can't really be like, I want the rock not to push, but oh well, rock fell from the sky.
I mean, people have been hit with stuff and still survived quite easily.
I'm just saying. It seems like most of her stuff. That's. I'm saying, I take her to the murder cafe and she can train there. I don't think she's gonna work out staying with us, right? Gonna throwing up every time she blasts them. Like usually we're in very dangerous things where it's not really like a fun training exercise, more of like fight for your life type deal. Probably not the best. Like it's more like throwing people in the deep end and hoping for the best, but not gonna work out very well.
Hmm.
This is why I don't want any part to do with this blood throne.
Problem is, you're already part of it. But maybe we can do some cool thing. It's a big waste of time, heck, but maybe I can figure out a way where I can track ball spawn juju from people to absorb the power without killing them. Right now, I gotta kill you guys. Absorb, like, everything. Right? So I can, technically, if I can figure out a way to do that, I can then absorb the essence from you, so now no longer pinged by the ball spawn stuff, and you can just live your normal life being a homeless person.
Her eyes kind of like glow up. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we can start researching that with these, like, I don't know, collars. Maybe we gotta find that dude, that guy that ran away, that stole Kylo's friend, the idiot, whatever his name is. You know, that guy, big guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, that guy. Idiot.
Wanted for littering.
Yeah, the litterer. Got mixed up in some crazy shit. But yeah.
Milo kind of like rubs his like brows, like he was wanted for littering.
Yeah. He was like a gang leader. He was like
His whole gang were wanted for a collective one goal for littering.
Yeah. It was like it's like the dumb leading the dumb, right? Like it was like a bunch of idiots that just kind of like got together thinking they're like this hot shit gang, and they tried to rob us on the road. Really funny.
One of them accidentally killed themselves when I found where they were hiding.
Yeah.
It was actually somewhat tragic.
Boss Speedy.
That's fine. But yeah, we can find that dude. He was doing a lot of research on Ballspawn. Maybe he can figure out a way to. Or we can find Ball's cult leader. He might know some shit too. He's dead. I have to kill her back, but maybe I can persuade her. You know, she follows Ball. Maybe I can persuade her to follow me.
I mean, from what you said, Milo says, didn't she also betray Ball?
Kind of. But it was after he died. Right? It was he was like, well, there's no one, like the leader's not here to keep check, so why not? Right, it was kinda like it was like devil, right? Like if Asmodeus like disappeared, Tanaka's gonna keep following. I'm taking I'm not gonna try to like
that comes to every person's ethics at that point, right?
Yeah. Like is your loyalty more than your own ambition or whatever? Most people, especially when you're like kind of the evil right? That's why I'm trying to surround myself with good low. They'll never betray me. They're the
Yeah, Flo kind of like tries to nuzzle you, but then realizes that it's the like illusion. It's just like, oh right, can't do that. And the arms go through.
That reminds me. So, you didn't have any sort of feelings of murder or bloodlust, Zephyr?
No. I mean, I felt other people's, and then I ran.
Yeah, because I remember Artie saying that all the ball spawn did that.
It's different levels of it, right? Like some people like and it's different between people too. Like,
you say different levels, but
different levels and different things. Yeah, our level is 0. Or it might, like me, I'm personally don't necessarily enjoy killing people, but I need to sate my lust by watching. Like right? Each person has their own thing they like. So maybe her thing is just something that we haven't found yet. She doesn't know. Right? It's like you don't know you're addicted to something till you first try it, right?
Well, you're not addicted to it if you don't have it
Huh?
ever.
Yeah. But you can just be walking by and just watch someone like fall from a building and splat, and she'd be like, "That's my thing. I like people falling from buildings." And then she just has to get that urge to like push people off buildings.
I don't. I see what you're trying to say, but
Right?
But let's not try to find what that is.
Yeah. We don't need to. I said she's lucky as a right. But it's usually you'll get drawn to it. So I'm assuming since she hasn't got drawn to it yet, she doesn't have it. Right? Because I found that out when I seen my whole family.
How long ago was that? Because you are the new Artemis. But Tink met the old Artemis, and you
Yeah, it
killed
wasn't that long.
Artemis the first time you met her.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. Like 2 years back.
What were you like?
What? No, I keep hearing like noise.
Josh.
Yeah, no, that. Dropped it over some a bottle. My bad.
Yeah. So what was that?
What were you like before meeting Artemis? Like,
I was a upstanding citizen. I had a wife, kid, had a little house, had a nice life, and like a farmer. The mountains. We just lived our life. It was.
what were your kids' names?
Can't think of any names. You know what? Artemis is like. Don't really remember.
Then did you really care about them is a question I must ask.
Yeah, I did. Kind of weird, right?
Have you lost
Yes.
memories due to your like assimilation or regaining of powers from Artemis?
Maybe?
And what of your wife?
Same.
Say,
I remember her name, but I remember what she looked like. I remember the things she's done, but I don't remember the name. I always took it as like me moving on or getting over it or something and living my life, stuff like that.
is Artemis being truthful?
Yeah.
So you don't remember most of what happened when you absorbed Artemis? Most of your life before?
Oh yeah, I remember what Artemis. I know that. When I absorbed her, I seen all that. Which is what made me realize what I like. Like I said, kind of weird, right? It's almost like I was reborn at. Like I had all this stuff, and like thinking back on it, I don't know why I ever cared about it. Like I don't like a house in the mountain and just like being a farmer. That seems really boring. It seems like you can get more. You have more than that.
Some people desire a simple life.
Yeah, I guess old me like very simple. You know, when I was a simple pony, but now I guess I'm a little bit more ambitious.
Being you're enslaving and killing a whole bunch of people, setting up a cult, yeah, all that.
Yeah. Like old me probably would never even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul Spawn stuff is weird. Like we've seen, like Flo was a nice orc woman that was on a pirate ship that used to load and unload stuff. And then after some, what was that?
The Burgundian League are not pirates.
Oh, yeah, not pirate, but nice seaman, I guess.
Yeah, like immediately after you say the
Yeah, I wouldn't say pirate. I would say like seaman or something, whatever the fuck proper term. Artemis would have said seaman.
Sailor. Yeah.
Nice seaman. And like loading stuff on ship, and then something happened, and she murdered her whole crew. Right? Like that didn't seem like her. Happened.
Yeah, and it used to be that she seemed a little bit, what's the word?
Sad or
sad
about it.
She doesn't seem
as she's distraught
like, about it.
Yeah, she's like, it is what it is. Yeah, like people change, I guess. Especially when the real them awakens, I guess. Like I heard stories about like doppelganger stuff, right? They have kids, human. They're born like a human. They act like a human, and then like at a certain age, they just like realize, like, oh shit, I'm a doppelganger. They just like leave their life behind and find the rest of the doppelganger.
I don't know if doppelgangers are in Nick's world other than Icky. So that I didn't.
I was gonna say you could probably assume that there are races that do similar things. Yes.
Yeah. They just go off and find. Somehow they're just able to find their kin. I don't know. It's like a. But then they go off and find this little area, and they live their life, and then they eventually venture out and rinse and repeat. Find some mortal that they fuck and have another doppelganger. I don't know. It's weird.
So I wonder if it's actually something that's been that
Brain.
shows you your true self, or something that just consumes you and you just accept.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I assume, like, if I were to extract the ball spawn badness, they'll just go back to being a person, right?
I mean, do they?
And yet, you can't do that without killing them, correct?
Yeah. Like I absorb them and everything. Yeah, can I kill them and absorb them? I can't just like tap them in the head with a dagger and absorb. We need to make some more powerful bullshit.
If you became the god of this, would you be able to change the rule?
Yeah, but then all the other ball spawn would probably be dead at that.
Good point.
But it's fine, because this is what I'm thinking. If I kill them and absorb them, they go to my dimension.
Okay, and that means what?
They're there. So once I become the god, I can just let them all.
Oh.
So it is a transactional killing?
Everyone was like, I think they're there.
Is there a way for you to check?
Not right now. I mean, we've been to the dimension. It's a little pocket. I mean, I can't really see past the fog, but if the fog wasn't there, maybe I can see them. So as I gain power, open that dimension up a little more, maybe we'll start seeing some familiar faces. Like, what was his name? Speedy? That idiot.
But
why would he be
no
there?
one killed him. He just
yes, he committed suicide.
Yeah. But wait. Oh yeah, Tyler, you were there. You were like in your mask thing. Remember how I did that thing to him? That ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mine.
What?
Yep.
Wait, refresh my memory. Who was Speedy?
Oh, some idiot that killed himself.
It's not clear enough.
Remember back when we were. I still hesitate to call it a robbery. It was shortly after we had returned to White Sails after handling the initial mess with the pirates.
Yeah, that's as of right now. The rules are still in place set from Ball, and Ball love ritual. You do some kind of like ritual with the body. Loved it.
Okay.
Maybe he's there. Now that I think of it, maybe he's not. Technically wasn't murdered, like you said, he committed suicide. There was a ritual plate. I have to check the rules on that. I don't have a rule book in front of me to know how all that goes. He might be there, or he might be somewhere else. So neither he's potentially in a dimension that we can let out eventually, because he seemed like an okay guy, just an idiot. Or he's heaven, hell. I don't know. He was a bad guy. He was like a bandit or something. So maybe hell. He's either hanging out in my dimension or probably in hell, or one of the hell. Something. So you should hope he's there. I don't know how bad his stuff is. Right? I mean, he did. I guess he never killed anybody, but you know if Jesus had a religion?
I didn't ask him before he was sold out by his own father.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. He seemed like an okay guy. He didn't seem like. Seemed like he was trying to do bad just to probably impress his dad. But the intent is very weird, right? If he had the ability to do evil, I think he would have. Just he didn't have the ability because he's an idiot. Weak.
Kai, do you think that, and Artemis, do you think that if souls were removed from that, would it decrease your power?
Removed from the dimension? My dimension?
Yeah.
The word that confused me.
Yeah, it would eventually. If I ever get a hold of the whole dimension, it can call upon its power. But as of right now, it's not my dimension. It still falls technically because no one else claimed it. But yes, once dimension becomes somebody's, their power will directly derive from that dimension. How many worshippers and people have it. So no, you can't have my soul.
Is that what you're asking for?
Seems like.
No, I'm not asking for her souls.
Mm-hmm. Why you ask?
Well, let's say if we needed to access someone who had already died, would removing it from your currently occupied zone?
Yeah, but it's like such a small thing, right? If there's millions of people there, then one's not that big of a deal.
What if that one was a really powerful one?
Yeah, that would be a big
deal.
This is weird.
Sounds like it'll be a big deal.
So wait, what happened to Ball himself?
Well, he died.
So shouldn't he be there too?
Nope.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Artemis,
He got killed in a very. If he got killed any other way, he would be there. But because of the way he got killed, it was specifically a way to erase.
Oof.
What's up?
Yes. What would happen if you would try to absorb extraplaners entities' souls?
Can't do that.
Interesting.
I mean, again, we talked about this. If you give me a magic item that allows me to do it, I could do it. I don't have that ability to do that.
Will you ever is a question.
Oh, would I ever? I don't know. I don't know what I get as the Lord of Murder. Doesn't sound like something. I mean, maybe if I murder them, I could. I mean, if I murder them, they'll go to my dimension. Unless they're strong enough to what's that word? The one where the gods put themselves back together in their dimension once they're killed and not actually go somewhere else.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, materialize, incorporate. It's a fancy word, but the word that gods can't be killed, they just go back. They just they can't be killed or imprisoned or absorbed unless some other thing comes out of it.
I can't help you with words.
Oh, I'm fancy. Those gods, the stronger the god, the longer it takes to put themselves back. Yeah, so normally when a god is killed, they just put themselves back together. But unless you have some magic bullshit that says they can't, imprisons them or magic item, I need.
Milo speaks up and says, Mr. Harthel, why do you need to contact the dead?
The dead?
I mean, you refer to using souls, or I'm just curious as to what you mean or what disturbing the dead.
I think he means it seems like if we murder someone, we can then go to my dimension and talk.
Indeed, or if someone has already perished, we might be able to contact them that way.
Yeah, my point is that is fine to know that you can do that, but what is it that you seek? Why, there must be a reason for you asking that.
I specialize in the field of necromancy, so I understand the difficulties of dealing with things that have happened after people have already died.
When you say specialized, like, what makes it special?
Magic.
Yeah, but there's a lot of magic users.
I mean, yeah. Can you do that?
Kind of.
I would say you specialize in firebolt.
But it's not special because it's just innate ability in me.
Okay, well, I don't think his is innate ability. I think he had to go to school for that.
Oh, so
Indeed.
to be a doctor makes you a special person.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's actually true.
Hmm.
The point I'm guessing he's trying to make is like, why would I need to talk to people who are already dead?
That's my question. I mean, it's fine to know that the limits of your abilities, but there must be a reason.
Yes, well, sometimes there are instances where people who are already dead and we need information from them, or those who are living but not long for this world, who we need information from. An instance would be his friend here. I mentioned the title about Jesus.
I mean, we do not know if Jesus is dead, but yes.
It is perhaps either way. You see him trying not to say it's most likely, but in instances where someone would have information,
like clearly just trying to cover there for Tyler,
and their mortality comes into issue, we might be able to access information that way.
And I'm asking, what information is it that you seek? Why? I mean, a lot of these smart types end up leaving things like, and he kind of raises a book.
Yes, but sometimes people do not want things to be remembered. I do not have anything currently right now that I would be needing their soul to get information out of, but in the future we might have instances where that's not exactly an option to just question the living person.
Yeah, it's just it's essentially a really elaborate way of speaking with the dead, right? That spell that players can use. You just have to like travel through dimensions and talk to someone in the
Clarification: Speak with dead does not provide you with the actual like soul of the person. You're talking.
Correct.
Yeah, you're talking to like I know. Talking to like the That's a really it's just like kind of the same thing. Going to find the person in the speak with the dead.
It just seems like going through that much trouble and disturbing a spirit in its own realm of peace or whatever existence of hell it may reside seems awfully extravagant if you didn't have a particular goal in mind.
Yeah, he's going to act like how's it going.
It would only be done if you needed a goal in mind.
Yeah, like it was like to do something good.
I wouldn't be just doing it for the fun.
He wouldn't be doing it, all willy-nilly.
I looked at him like a little bit of a confused look. Do you misunderstand my intentions?
I don't misunderstand it. I'm just so he kind of opens his book and kind of recites the tale of Excalibur. Basically, just there was a need for a sword, so they produced a sword. You're saying that you have or you would like the ability to do so seems awfully wasteful, and so you have a need to do so.
It's called thinking ahead.
Indeed.
Is it though? I mean,
Yes.
disturbing one's eternal rest for what may be a quote-unquote need? I mean,
I find it to be a fairly simple matter of planar travel and then locating the person in that plane. It's not necessarily ripping them from their own and then bringing them here.
They have an eternity to rest. I'm sure bothering them for a few moments wouldn't be hard.
Like
the idea more so is, why have a big sword if you had no reason to use it? I mean, yes, you can argue that you just being prepared with that sword, but seems a little bit.
Also, if they're in hell, like if they're
have you ever heard the phrase "speak softly and carry a big sword"?
Damn it, murderers! You took the words out of my mouth.
But Artem's like, yeah, but I mean, if they're in like hell and
Makes
something
more
like
sense
that,
in this context.
and they're like
I
being
know.
like tortured and stuff by like a devil or a demon or something, whatever the fuck they are, you're like, hey, can we like pull you away from that torturing for a few minutes, talk to you? I'm pretty sure they'll be like, yeah, as long as you want.
Indeed, and with enough time, we might be able to even remove people from that kind of torment permanently.
I feel like you might be angering those that soul belongs to.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it belongs to me, so that's the point.
Understanding that Artemis is the one who would be residing the property over those souls, I'm sure that I wouldn't be bothering them.
Yeah. So if he's like, hey, it'd be cool if we, if he's like, hey, it'd be cool if we can talk to whoever. Let's go see if they know. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go talk to them, right? Pretty sure I'm giving consent at that point. Yeah. Be fine.
Yeah, I'm not referring to the quote unquote, I guess, souls that you own. That was just merely saying the analogy you just used about a devil torturing a soul.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I put a devil to torture someone's soul because they were a dick.
I look over to Milo. Wouldn't rending someone away from a devil be a considered good action? And then he's like, well, that does depend on who the person is and what they've done to deserve that.
It's not a matter of good or bad about rending or taking that soul for 15 minutes. You may likely upset someone that you're taking their property. That, once again, that's not the issue I was bringing up. I was just simply merely asking why you, specifically you, needed a reason to speak with the dead.
I don't think he was saying he does now. I think he was asking if we did have a good.
Yeah, like you don't like in real life. You don't say, "Oh, I'm never gonna like keep bottled water in my pantry because I'll never. If I just need water, I can go get to the store." It's like, yeah, well, you keep bottled water in your pantry so that in the event that you need bottled water, portable water, in any instance, you can just go over and get it.
Most commoners don't think, oh, I should figure out a way of speaking with the dead because I might need some information in the course of my life.
Yeah, but most commoners don't hang out with a god that can speak to dead.
Yeah, you see him put his hands together like in a bridge motion. I am not most commoners.
Word, wouldn't have you around.
Commoner.
Yeah.
I find your, I'm sure Milo, with your understanding of the dead and the way that you commune with them, the way that I speak with them in such a utilitarian view might come off as abrasive or rash or inconsiderate. But understanding that the dead, just like the living, are something to interact with, something to understand, and to see the intricacies of the clockwork that is life and death, and be able to use that in ways that provides help to you and your friends.
Maybe you guys should just like fight already, like I don't know, make up, kiss, go on a date,
I'm not
get
one for
married.
violence, Artemis. Milo can have his opinions. I can have mine. I'm sure
Yeah.
we're better men enough to where we can respect that.
There was, I mean, I think there was a miscommunication, and I apologize. I was simply asking what information you sought. That's not.
I see
That,
no
that, that,
information.
Yeah,
then-
no information yet. Yeah.
It'd be pretty
and
interesting.
I think you have my abilities a little in a little messed up. I don't commune with the dead. These are memories that I have of people.
Past lives?
What did you say?
Past lives?
No, these are people I knew. Each one of these were a member of the crew that I got to know intimately. And through them, I remember things that they did, and that lends me the ability to channel them.
Is it weird?
Not in a. Say what?
Is it weird that I can do something very similar?
I mean,
Then forgive me, because I am referencing that based on what I knew about Kai, and Kai does something very similar.
I don't know if you've ever seen me do it. To be honest, I've been pretty quiet about it.
Didn't you mention it whenever you were talking about the souls and the guys from, like, all the way back whenever we were on the boat?
What boat?
Whenever we first got on the boat and you first saw that my skeletons didn't have any souls in them, you talked about how you can commune with the souls inside your body. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Why do you remember that?
Because I'm good at remembering things.
I don't think so. I think that's why you have all these notes and books. Are you keeping notes on me, bro?
Yes, I am.
That's creepy. Don't do that.
I mean, I can't really say much. I kind of do the same, but not on you specifically. Although you guys did make it into the book, and he kind of like points to the last page.
Ooh, what's
Gonna
it
be
say?
fun.
And they fought valiantly.
Well, semi-valiantly. I couldn't fight beyond that wall, but I guess it counts. I did punch one of them. Technically.
I keep notes here on all my friends. They're
So what else have you put about me, bro?
Perhaps at a later date.
Oh, that's creepy. Yep, he's hiding things, guys.
Milo, I did have a question.
Yes.
You've been around the world a lot.
I'm traveled.
Tylo reaches for a piece of paper that him and Kai drew on. Have you seen a beetle like this anywhere? And he's showing the beetle in the jar that Mazi used on Jesus.
Yeah, I remember.
And he kind of takes it. He kind of looks through his book. You can see that he kind of like hands it over to Stick, and Stick kind of looks at it, kind of like shakes his head no, and kind of hands it back to him, and just no, I can't say I've ever seen anything like this.
It was a long shot, but I appreciate the time.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's nothing I've I've seen.
Here's some water.
Oh, thank you.
Talking.
That is this. Just need to find someone who is more well known with bugs. I know a couple of nature people, but they're more of trees and twigs.
You asked Poppy about it, didn't you?
No, I did not ask Poppy directly. So I did. Ask if her relationship with animals.
Hey, your beetle friend. Want to live where you live?
Oh yeah, meine kleines Käfer.
Yeah, he likes beetles. Maybe he knows.
I don't think he's been outside of Olaza. except being taken away.
Yeah. But if you ever survive,
Well,
or I guess anyone
I'm not
from
really
there, right?
sure if my cousin would like that. Well, and it's just something we call fellow people who live in the same country.
Sure. But I mean, I assume everyone in that country likes their Beatles, right? So do they know other things? There's like another bug enthusiast.
Yeah, it's that weird Beatles though. I could check.
Yeah, but I'm saying that since they like Beatles so much, maybe there's someone that went there
I see
because
what
they
you
like
mean, I see
they
what
like
you
other
mean.
bugs too. Assume if you like bugs, that's the place to go.
Indeed. Perhaps when we have a moment of free time, we might be able to head that way.
Yeah.
And perhaps
Or if
get an
ever-
answer on the lingering question you have, Silo.
Or if ever they're being killed by.
I would appreciate that not be something that happened.
Well, I did have a challenge to go to Valaza.
Oh
That
yeah,
doesn't make
the tournament, right?
Tylo never told.
On what grounds?
What were you saying, Price?
Never told.
Yeah. How?
There's a
Those
tournament in Balam, but
Oh, okay.
that was the 4-way tournament, not
Alright,
in
alright.
Valaza.
Okay.
There's like multiple
Okay.
tournaments. There's one that like. Ryder
But this isn't a
challenged them and-
tournament. This is a
This is
challenge. So
Yeah. I was like, there was multiple fights. Yeah, there was one that you don't know
Yeah.
about. One's a tournament, one's a
Tylo's
challenge.
bringing up the one that you guys weren't told. I got challenged to a fight in Volaza by Theo. Yeah.
Go there, you can find him.
I don't know what?
If we ever go there, you can find him.
Yeah, I just found it strange that he wanted me to fight in Volaza of all places. He was in Sigundia last time I understood. So is it
There as well.
What?
You from there as well?
Is he, Nick?
his origins are unknown.
Maybe he thinks he can beat you and he wants to beat you at your house.
Tylo, did you know this person enough to where you would accept some such offer of a duel?
He challenged the Wildman, and the Wildman he will get. I don't like to turn down offers. Well, don't like to turn down challenges.
What if a child?
I'd go easy on him.
I look back at the
Make
kid.
sure he wasn't actually hurt.
So Kai's going to turn around to the kids. You guys hear that?
Beat his ass.
So you see like the one here kind of like rub his nose and goes okay. He kind of steps up on the table and he kind of looks back at Sugar. Is like, let's do it, Sugar. And it's like, and Sugar just kind of nods, and you see Clyde go over and grab her by the hand and like spin her. And as she spins her, you can see like Kai get that feeling like a gift is being used.
Oh,
and you see,
fusion
wombo combo.
Yeah, you see, you see her like kind of like spin around, and then like as kind of spins her around the head, her body kind of disappears, and you see that he's like holding these like nunchucks in his hand, and he's like, "Whoa!"
It's canon in the
that's
same
so
universe.
cute, Sugar.
And he just leaps on him and starts beating Kylo's ass.
You got a mice and a weapon over here, guys.
Say what?
A mice and a weapon?
Yeah, it's a Meister 11, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got it. It's a Meister 11.
Soul Eater, yeah.
Well, so above game, if you don't know, Soul Eater and Fire Force are connected. Yeah.
I don't know they're connected, but I know Jose tricked me into watching Soul Eater because he was like, "Yeah, it's really good," and I'm like, "A short Naruto." Like I don't.
Oh no, it's connected. It's confirmed. It's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't.
I agree with the art style. Kind of like how Fairy Tail, Rave Knight, I guess Raid Master are technically connected.
No, they
Wait, what were the
actually
names
have.
of those again, Prize?
So is Sugar not real? Is she just a weapon?
Sugar
No,
is real.
Sugar is real. Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
real person. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
'cause I remember the things from Soul Eater. They weren't real. They were like just a weapon.
No, they were
go into
people.
unconscious.
the people. Yeah.
I mean, like the father of one of the main characters is a weapon himself.
Yeah.
I thought it was their weapon.
Mako is a weapon.
Oh. So it was
Mako is a weapon and a maester. Yeah. I mean, there are like sentient weapons like Excalibur that are different, but the
Majority.
people, the majority of weapons and maesters are actual people.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense because it's like whoever can wield Excalibur. So I guess you just have to have the gift to be a weapon and the gift to wield a weapon.
Well, anyone can wield a weapon. It's just the how strong the bond is determines how powerful the weapon is.
I thought that was the thing with Excalibur. Like he had to have a special one.
The problem with Excalibur is that he has an obnoxious personality and everyone hates him.
Yeah, but you don't need a bond.
You don't need a bond. He's extremely powerful. Yeah. But that's what makes Mako's dad so strong is that he doesn't need a bond with anyone. He can bond with anyone, and that's what makes him a strong weapon. But yes, back in the game, you see that Sugar and Clyde seem to have a bond, and he's like,
"Sure, fuck him up."
Looking at Tylo and just like egging you on with these nunchucks.
Okay, I'll play your game, and Tylo just kind of does some vogue and transforms into the wild.
Tylo goes Superman and beats the kid's ass. Like I'm going easy on you.
You see that he kind of like leaps for you, and like you know in your head, oh, you shouldn't have jumped because I know exactly where you're going to be, and you go and like just kind of like grab him out of the air, and it's a mirage, and then you just feel like a sting of like fire just kind of hit your like the side of your like knee. Not enough to do damage, but you would probably assume, and Kai can probably get this. Clyde's ability on his own is just to kind of make mirages. So on its own, it's not very strong, but paired with a weapon, he becomes a little bit more of a fighter.
It's like, where were you at on the night that we were attacked by Mirage?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would this make
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mirages, like ninjas.
Well, the Mirages, they don't hurt us, right? Guys, we got attacked. Those guys were punching.
You would know that people do share gifts. Gifts are not unique to any. There are unique gifts, but not all gifts are unique.
Right, but some are rarer than others, like the ice ability.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like laser vision is a common trope of a power, and while there may be different people.
Oh, that was sneaky, very sneaky, Clyde. All right.
But you can already see that after that one little thing, he's winded. And then you kind of like see him like spinning it, like the nunchucks, and him just like hit himself. And he gets like
just catches the nunchucks before he hits himself.
You get that their bond, while not strong, like super strong, is enough for them to kind of like work somewhat in tandem, but not enough to be like efficient.
Flawless.
Yeah. Tylo is just making sure they don't get hurt.
Yeah.
So if he's about to strike, Tylo is just going to grab as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And as you grab, you do feel that like burning sensation in your hand, like fire, like actual fire. But her powers don't seem to be strong enough really yet to hurt, like severely hurt, like cause damage. But
Dan would go over and try and take care of him because the best way he can.
You guys okay? Don't put yourselves. Remember, you just got you had full bellies. Not a smart idea to fight on
you see the one is just like, she's like, he's like,
nice.
That was quite interesting of a move, said, especially for those so young.
Fuck him up.
Sorry, too many people are talking. I can't tell what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tylo is talking with Clyde and Sugar, making
Yeah,
sure.
they're fine. It's just having eaten, they had like that rush of energy, but their body is still not quite back to it, and just their connection wasn't super strong. So it was kind of like half-hearted, where she was like not really wanting to do it, but doing it because he asked. So
They didn't sickle over themselves, did they?
no. They're just dizzy and just kind of like like tummy aches, basically.
They almost killed themselves.
I shouldn't swim 30 minutes after you eat. Yeah.
You shouldn't spin around in a circle going Super Saiyan right after.
Yeah.
Using Han.
Well, I have to admit, you guys got a good one on me. And he's just he's just acting up the limp from being like poked in the foot.
You can see that Clyde is like, yeah, and kind of looks at Noct, and Noct just kind of gives him like a good job. But are you the one that keeps putting the Zan token out?
No, I'm not. I just noticed that because I zoomed out and I was like, wait, what? I haven't even touched another token.
I wonder. Nope, I can't drag your token out either.
No, I can, but I haven't done it.
Are you hitting like Control D or something, like making another one?
I haven't copied him. Like, yeah, no.
Nick, are you doing it? Are you actually hitting Control V and making a?
That's weird.
Nick, we already have enough Zans here.
I know. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. He's the only one who has the ability to, like, I can pull things off and I can move all the stuff, but he's the only one who's set to move it, so it has to be him. So,
well, if you're not dragging, like I said, you might be like controlled.
It was moving.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It went from here to here. Yeah, I know, right? Someone's trolling us.
Maybe it's still bugged from earlier and Goku hasn't refreshed.
I mean, that was the similar case with me. Yeah. Like, you guys thought, like, Julie was on top of Tylo, but in my perspective, I was already to the side.
Yeah, maybe, but I refreshed and it looks fine to me. I can move my character around. Like, I just did that. I walked over to go check on Sugar and Clyde.
Yeah, we know. You.
Sorry, we can just keep moving on. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, now remember, drink some water, don't try to push yourselves, and always do some warm-up stretches before going into a fight. Also, don't try to start fights unless, it's in good fun.
And you can win.
Pepper looks at Noctis like, warm up? Is he making fun of us? And so he's just like, no.
No. I mean, I could make fun of you if you like.
Please no. Tylo, you shouldn't insult the children.
That's why I'm asking if you would like to be insulted.
All it takes is consent from a child. Everything's okay, right?
Okay,
not being weird.
We both know that is not how it works.
I know. I don't know if you.
I know what you were going with that.
Children aren't smart enough to think. I don't
know. So then.
Right, you walk up to one and it's like, hey, yo, come with me, go to like you walk up to a random kid and be like, hey, yo, come with me to go have fun at the playground. They're like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, take them away from their parents. Like, it doesn't work that way. You can't just do that.
I think there is a line, and what you are suggesting crosses that line.
Sure, Tyler. Just let them, just blast the kids. Let them have it. Go. Just.
You think I was?
Want to insult them like
it's
you
called
said?
Projection.
Artie, could you please not try to start things? I mean, granted, that's not really how I say it.
You don't want to try to make fun of the kids.
You are making things worse as they are purposely to make more drama.
Yeah, I'm looking around like, so I'm looking at everyone like, so he said make fun of the kid. What do you think he meant?
Probably some sort of battle of wits when it comes to insulting, like what we did.
Tease the children.
Yeah, he's gonna tease the children.
Julie comes up to Tyler and says, "Please don't make fun of us."
Sure, that seems fair.
A lesson that should go for you as well, Artemis. Preferably don't exploit their trauma for the purposes of messing with them.
They've been through enough, Ty.
For real.
Like, you're short and ugly. Like, oh jeez.
Yeah, Artemis is a big hypocrite. But,
also, don't chase them around with a knife.
Hey, I didn't say I wasn't a hypocrite.
Insulting them.
I'm not a good. You're supposed to make fun of kids.
She has a point.
And she should practice what she preaches.
I'm just letting you know.
To stir the pot.
I think we all have the capacity to do good or do bad, Artemis.
Huh?
It's what we default to.
I think he was like making fun of people. Like, you already beat him up. Don't make fun of him after.
Well, I would like if a good insult was thrown at me every once in a while.
You
guys can't really. I'm talking about a good insult, Kai.
Yeah.
You're literally adding insult to injury.
I never injured them, though.
But you can't be insulted. You're like adorable little 5-year-old. You have a little cute kid that
offends him.
I don't know, adorably stupid. I don't know, like you're naive and adorable. So, well,
the injury was not caused by you, but they are still injured.
We're not injured. We're just a little full.
There's a little full. Yeah, there's a little.
Yeah,
they exerted themselves too much.
Don't try to move so quickly.
Here, I will simplify this based on past events. Tylo, if you want to insult somebody, insult Zan. There.
Oh, yeah, you also have that back and forth going on, right?
Yeah, Victor just looks over to Zan.
He seems to have done it a lot.
I mean, it was more malicious, right? Did you like make fun of each other's family or something like that? Or subject?
Well, yeah,
that seems worse.
Yeah, above game last session, I was talking out of character, but
dude went after my mom.
Character now.
Yeah, you guys brought Spike was egging on, like, oh.
Spike wasn't egging on. Artemis was egging on.
I was talking out of character because I was saying no, that was too mean for Tylo to say. But it's like, okay, if you guys are going to role play this, you know what? Fine, I'll go with you. But
no, our fault. Yeah, it's not your fault. You made fun of him. Sure, it was our fault.
Like I said it. Yeah, regardless. I said it last session. If you don't want to look back to it, that's fine.
Either way, Artemis will fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Even though she's a hypocrite and was fucking with the kid, even worse.
Yeah, I know. Artemis was doing it worse, and that I know, and that's the thing with Artemis. She's a manipulator, gaslighter.
Yeah. But she's not. I mean, she didn't deny it, right? She said, "I'm not a good person." You're supposed to. I was getting ready to start insulting the kids by saying, "Well, you gotta tell them, I don't have any parents or anything. No one loves them."
Yeah, that's when Zan talked about like morality is a choice.
Anyways, don't worry, Yuli. I was just trying to be a bit funny. Did not land as well.
Not funny to make fun of kids.
Artemis, you have no room to speak on the matter.
I can speak on whatever. I'm an orphan.
Trust me, you're going to make
Tylo,
I hate when I
could I speak
trip
with
over
you
my
just
own
a moment?
tongue, to be honest.
Can't handle itself.
What? What did you say, Zan? Sorry.
Tyler, could I speak with you for just a moment?
Does it have to be in private?
I would prefer it to be.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Remember,
kids,
Tylo, if you
I'll
don't
be
like
back in a bit. Victor, I guess you make sure they don't get into
Victor,
other
you're in
fights.
charge. Kinda.
Well, he's in charge now.
Yeah.
Nothing he can do.
Oh,
Oh yes. Jill informed me earlier I have a missive from Segundia on the ship. I may need to go learn what that is soon.
Oh. I go here too.
Possibly. A missive can mean many things.
He's about to
Wait,
hit the
what?
booty.
What can was
A missive.
Mistress?
Yes.
Yes.
A missive is simply a letter, you know.
Oh, you got a letter. You don't know what.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, Tyler. I understand your go-to is to use humor to influence the conversations you're inside. I feel, though, in this instance with these children, I'm glad that you're making them, feel more or less at home with the way that you're coming off, but I don't, how do I say this? I feel that maybe, especially now that your brother has been, I guess, refound, I don't know if it's come off as some sort of anger or maliciousness, but it feels like the jokes are less for everyone's sake, but now more for your enjoyment, and only your enjoyment. These children are broken, they're damaged. They need healing in a way that I don't think the jokes you're making right now would be best. I mean, for goodness sakes, we have Artemis here who doesn't have the ability to exactly understand pain when it comes to childhood and those who are lost without parents. I feel that someone as a god of herself doesn't understand the issues of mortality, of having someone, or more accurately, having no one.
So, what joke have I made to them?
No, I don't say that a joke you have made. I'm just
You
saying
said
I
I
don't.
made the jokes for them for my own enjoyment, and only my enjoyment. Now, what joke have I made about them?
You regarded them as it would be fun to insult them.
That was just a tease. I never actually insulted them. I just joked,
You're
"Hey, do you
correct.
want to
You
be
never did.
insulted?"
I'm just worried about you, Tylo. I know that this has been hard on you, and I just.
Worried about me. That's cute. That's
But you're
very
my
cute.
friend. Everyone here in this group is. And the more that I stay with you guys, the more that I interact, the bigger of weave of a web that I spin between us. It feels weird. It feels strange relying on people. I haven't really done that before, and it's. I see in these children myself whenever I was younger, whenever I was abandoned by my mother. I I see the hurt in their eyes. I just want to make sure that they're okay. I just want to know that you can help me with that, Tylo. I don't know how you grew up, but I just want to know that you're going to be on my side in this to help these kids, to make sure that they're going to be okay. Especially with influences like Artemis,
The
I want them to be able to
gaslighter.
live normal lives, even with the powers that they have.
Yeah, Artemis likes to cause mayhem. I
Indeed.
like to. I like to do something a lot like that, but for fun, I guess, in good spirit.
I understand that, and I mention this to you because I can see how Artemis's mentality can be created from yours. It's nothing but a little bit fun. It's no issue here. It's no issue there, and soon enough, the relishment of the fight is all that you aim for, and soon the relishment of blood on the field is all you care for. Do you see
Blood
what
on
I
the
mean?
fight, blood on the field. No.
I'm not calling the slippery slope argument here, but the mentality between you and Artemis is close enough. I just want to make sure that Tylo, you, who you are, stays true to yourself. Same as myself. Though, in later times, I've been feeling that I haven't exactly been completely true to myself.
You mean raising people willy nilly, even though you say it's not willy nilly?
You
Yeah.
see him crack a smile at that? Yes, yes. I feel like we're both changing in this instance, and it's not something that's easy.
Changing. Oh, I mean, you haven't known me that long. Anyways.
You can go back inside. It's okay, Tylo.
No, maybe we can talk. Were you an only child?
No, I wasn't. I very much wasn't. My father was. He had many children, but most of them weren't with my mother.
Do you keep in touch with them?
Not very much. Most of them lived in the Highlands, and most of them just treat me as just another one of our mutual father's bastard children.
Have you made relationships with any of them? And no, not the Artemis kind.
A few. I mean, I talk with my half sister a few times. She comes down and visits, but other than that, no, I don't. And I don't think they care to either. They're not exactly good people. I don't think any of us are. Maybe that's why my mother hated me. Maybe that's why my father took me away from her. But I feel that I just I've been feeling lost. And now that I'm found again, I feel like you guys are now my family. You guys accept me for the way that I am, even with all the flaws that I have. And I know that you make jokes on my behalf, but I understand that in situations I would have your back and you would have mine.
I don't care. That's probably like this is kind of like weird.
I just feel like Artemis would talk over too much. Ribbing is this is not that kind of conversation.
I'm trying to have a heart to heart here, and I feel like the chaotic nature of inside here with all the kids and all the NPCs, I feel like it would make it to where I don't think Xanthian would really open up.
Yeah, that's weird how you're like opening up saying like we accept you, blah blah blah. Like I can't open up in front of her. Like how does that make any sense?
Like
yeah.
Okay, how can I say this? Yes, you're right, and yes, you're wrong. Because
Sure. Keep going.
Either way, Tylo, I just want to know that you'll be at least there for those kids in a way that I hope that someone could have been for me.
Yeah, I understand something of that. I joke with those kids because growing up with siblings, you insult each other on the irregular. It's all usually meant in good fun. You can get a bit harsh sometimes, but you know, that's more or less how we talked. It was my way of trying to give them some sense of normalcy if they wanted to participate.
I absolutely understand.
But if they didn't, they didn't. And of course, Yuli, yes, did not want in on it, and I respect that. I just don't know if you are familiar, so I asked, family, your situation, because you tend to make assumptions.
Yes, I do. You say your siblings playfully insulted each other. I have quite the opposite.
Uh,
It was underhand insults, backhanded compliments. The intricacies of nobility led to places where someone could say one thing to your face and it truly mean another thing. A way of them saying how low and how little they actually truly think of you. I grew up with that, so a lot of times I take insultation to be the worst, to the highest extreme that there is, to make sure that no one ever crosses back at me again. Finality when it comes to conversations, when it comes to personal things, and I feel that that might not be the correct mode of choice anymore.
but you believe what you want to believe. I just say, read your audience better, as he just pats Zan on the shoulder. Now come on, they're all probably waiting for us.
Yeah.
Out of character, does Sam really think like Artemis doesn't think Tyler was gonna be mean to the kids at all? How he was like, I'm gonna fight them and play with them. Like Artemis assumed Tyler was gonna be like joking, like when teasing, be like, you're your kid. That might be even too far. That Tyler not really make fun of them.
I mean,
but Artemis was just throwing it as a joke, like, oh, you can make fun of kids. Not really thinking he was gonna make fun, and then you bring him outside, like, it's not cool to make fun of kids. I'm like, damn, like, yeah.
No, I mean, he brought up the whole thing of like how his half siblings interacted with him in terms of insults.
Yeah. But when Artemis brought that up, and you assumed like he was gonna make fun of,
like he was actually going to make scathing remarks.
Bunch
of
and then Artemis and the
newly
thing
rescued orphans.
Yeah, like how Artemis, and we could call them like make fun of them they don't have any parents, or make fun of them that no one loves. Like Artemis was saying fucked up shit.
Artemis is that kind of person to do that.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, blame it on. Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of like I expect Artemis to do that, but not you, Tyler. And Tyler was like, "Whoa, I would never do that."
I know. And Artemis made you think that Tyler was gonna do that because of the way she,
Yeah, just because of how Artemis was framing it,
manipulated and gaslighting. Yeah.
Without
it worked. People. I was like, hey,
it worked with Zan.
Yeah. I was like, okay, damn, that was.
Yeah.
But inside, I guess.
Yeah, you had a few minutes to yourself, so
I guess Artemis would talk to Victor about things. What do you need for Tig to have better?
Well, first allow me to take a look at them.
She takes it off and
takes off her one article of clothing, which is the poncho. No, she has a pirate outfit.
Yeah, she has clothes on. She takes off her arm and unattaches her legs, and she's just sitting in the chair, like swaying her legs that don't hit the floor anymore now.
Just looking at you, I can tell, these are horribly fitted and need a terrible amount of maintenance and cleaning. And they
part.
What was that?
Probably needs a good herself.
You guys are making sound like cars and whatnot.
If this is If this is any example, I would say yes.
So take her out back.
You can handle that. Are these your only cybernetics?
That's her only thing. Oh.
And you can see that one of her eyes is like really fucked up, but there's not like an eye in there. It just seems to be kind of like maybe like calcified over and just kind of like not like a stone, but like it itself has naturally just like some of the magic she's done has prevented it from like decaying or doing weird things. So
based on the appearance of these, I would not recommend simply reusing these ones. I'm going to make you new ones. This is craftsmanship that won't last 3 centuries. Is not craftsmanship worth using. When you have nothing else, yes. But I can make her something better, and so I intend to.
Okay, how much will it cost?
you're probably looking around 30 gold worth of materials for an arm and 2 legs.
For basic prosthetics, just 30 gold or so. I have the materials back at my lab, but of course I get regular shipments of those, and they have cost.
Here's 40 gold.
Understood. Oh, also, actually, if you're putting this in,
Victor pulls out like a sheet, of, like a couple
receipt?
of sheets of paper.
Okay.
Waiver, receipt, and business contract. They're necessary for my services.
Okay.
Cora would be so proud.
A portal arm reaches out and gold. Is Artemis still ain't here?
Oh, and she kind of gets it with her one hand and just like, here?
Your name here, and here.
I look at Flo. Am I signing for this?
Yes.
I mean,
Artemis tells you yourself. You don't have to sign the waiver.
She signs everything.
How's her handwriting?
You're an adult.
It's fucking terrible. It's what you would expect from someone. Like,
Is it readable?
It is legible.
Okay, that's all that's needed.
You can tell that there is that semblance of she's been taught how to write, and there's like that indication that she's seen fancy people's like signatures, and then she's trying to like mimic that.
Is she left-handed or right-handed?
She is left-handed.
So her left hand is missing, right?
Yeah, her left hand is missing. Yeah.
Victor would give it back if she needed it.
Even if like you give her back her left arm, she can do it, and it looks more legible. It's not the prettiest, but you can see that, like I said, there's those like writer's indentations of like her copying like her mom, who was maybe like a famous like prostitute of sorts, a consort,
The most famous of whores. Yes.
Yeah.
I met your mother once. It was during my anniversary.
I was like, was your mom or some other?
Yeah, she was a tiefling. I don't know who my dad was, though. So as Tyler,
any order specifications, metal coloring, any cosmetic. That is very vague, as well as subjective.
I like flowers. And Flo's just like, I like flowers too. Just like, yeah, they just kind of like, you hear that she likes just like all kinds of flowers. She's not really picky. It seems like due to her powers, like a lot of like, she starts like listing off colors. Like, these are my favorite colors. And it's just like really like bright pastel, like all like these like random colors. It doesn't seem like she has like a singular favorite color, even though her aesthetic seems to be very pink. But so
all right, understood.
Pick your aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say there's one she does that she changes someone's skin tone.
Yeah.
I think it has to be like a remove curse thing.
Yeah. I change stuff to like here.
Yeah, I forgot to
one last thing actually. Tink. Some tieflings have goat hooves rather than digitigrade feet. Would you have preference for either one of those?
You're gonna offer her goat hooves?
In layman's terms, do you want feet like a pig or feet like a horse?
I think like a horse better. Metal.
Tiefling hooves are usually goat-like.
Yeah.
You are all wrong.
Yeah. Goat, horse, whatever. Like little.
Yes.
I was gonna say that's how my feet were before.
They were hooves.
They were hooves.
Understood.
So I was correct.
Well, I mean, they were hooves, but I mean, the person thought they were ugly and they decided to take my legs.
Who changed my name?
I did.
Okay.
I don't see the.
You should.
Well, I see the bar. I don't see.
Yeah, I don't see the number.
Oh. I see. There we go. That'll change it.
Name still.
I mean, we'll change that. Change the sheets.
So.
Yeah. As they're gone, you kind of see Coral, who's just kind of sitting there, with the food on the table. A variety of items. It starts like rolling. It's like, I guess face. Like it just starts
falls
rolling
over
with food. Yeah. And
We're
like
just
bits
watching
and
it.
pieces of the food seem to like disappear.
Like so Artemis is like, hey, big rock floaty thing, whatever the fuck your name is.
It kind of stops and look at like what you would imagine a rock looking at you is.
With food all over its face.
Yeah, with food all over its face.
Are you doing that exam here? Does he let you eat? He been feeding you?
He was just like, it says to you, and you can say like as it's saying this, Zan is walking in. No, I haven't tasted food in a while, and I was curious if I could. And you just see like all the mashed food on its face. Disappointingly, I can't. Yeah.
What the?
You need to feed your rock better.
Coral? You just see him like covered in food. Like, are you good?
Oh yeah.
It tastes food.
Yeah, the food on the table looked good, and for some reason I was just compelled to try and eat it, but it seems this vessel doesn't have a mouth, so...
No. Do you want one? You see as he's like cleaning them off with prestidigitation.
Do you even know your menu? You don't feed them or ask if they want.
It's a rock. I didn't expect it to have hunger.
How dare you?
Real. He's not
It's
just
like,
a rock.
I'm not really hungry. It just looked good, and you can see like on the table, like it just like was rolling around in everything except the chicken.
You're like Sona. Like I said, Sona doesn't need likes. But I know this because me and her are cool. Apparently, you guys aren't.
Mm-hmm. That's harsh.
I look over at Artemis and then look over to Sona. I'm like, there isn't a way to like make a body for Coral, is it?
I don't know. You know what made him, didn't you? Your kid/minion?
I placed his consciousness into a constructed crystal. I didn't expect it to have
Yeah.
that.
And I guess that's how parents make their kids do. They fuck and they place their consciousness. I don't know.
I like how you, who has the most sex in this group, has no clue how babies are made.
Well, I'm just saying the consciousness is getting the baby somehow. Without the mom and the dad making the baby, there's no consciousness. So I'm assuming they're responsible for the baby being made and the consciousness of it. Just like you're responsible for his consciousness. So it's essentially like kid and minion.
I look over to Coral.
Minion.
Would you prefer a mouth?
I don't think he's able to absorb the food.
It's one of those
I think what he wants.
Like, yes, no, yes.
I don't think he needs a mouth.
Yes.
I think he needs the ability to like food. Taste. He was able to absorb it into the crystal. Just couldn't taste
it. Well, I might be able to install you inside of some sort of.
I mean, his consciousness is likely very similar to mine, being projected out of a gemstone, though he is, of course, likely not within such a similar as mine.
Indeed. Victor, you wouldn't know a way to reanimate a corpse?
What corpse?
I was gonna say Milo goes. I thought you were an expert on this.
Yeah.
Yes, I was about to bring that up. I would expect you to know that.
Transferring consciousness is not my specialty.
Yeah, I don't think necromancers really care about the conscience. They care more about the body.
Yeah, that's why he's asking.
Well, the consciousness comes with the soul. Does Coral have a soul?
Kai?
What? You also got Kai.
He's asking Kai to like.
Yeah, does he have a soul?
Do I sense it? I would assume so. Yeah.
It's
complicated.
Weird. Yeah. It's complicated. It feels like it is, but then it feels like it isn't. It doesn't have the same kind of warmth, but it has color, which you've seen that a variety of different colors kind of dictates like personalities and things that you've seen before. But yeah, it's kind of like it's there with color, but there's no like warmth to it. There's no like real body to it. Okay. So you're not really sure how to make it out. But
either way, rock
and looks expectantly towards Kai.
Yeah, dude, believe what you want.
Either way, your rock had a conscious thought that it thought the food looked good and wanted to couldn't taste it.
Well, I did a ritual to bind those servants to me through souls. Perhaps I could do something very similar to another body for Coral.
And what were you asking, Artemis?
That way you make those drinks.
I make them so they actually affect me.
Yeah. You like taste. Well, I guess can you taste normal alcohol?
Not exactly. It's not how you all would think of taste.
Okay, so you don't taste it, but alcohol doesn't affect those things make effect.
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose the sensation that I experience could be referred to as taste.
Yeah,
and
so it's similar. It's similar to what Carl feels about food, but instead of Carl making something taste, you make something taste to make alcohol effect.
I could not make regular alcohol affect me, but If I desired as such, I could likely give myself a sense of taste, though no means to actually consume the food.
Yeah.
It would simply be a matter of giving myself the ability to detect certain chemicals within the food within my mouth.
Yeah, Carl neither need a way to be allow the food to taste it, or he needs to do things.
Nick, would it be possible for me, like, to 3D print a body for Coral with all the energy I have in the gemstone?
You are more than capable of doing something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I chose? It's the rock, right?
Yeah. You can also be like, no, this isn't something you should want to do, and that could also be roleplay. I mean, that's
like rocks don't eat food. Stop being.
I gotta get someone else in on my secret already.
Well, this could be an interesting concept for more applications. Living construct with no need for ability to rest or sleep or breathe, but the idea that it could have options for sensory input. Coral, how about this? Later on, I'll work in some way to provide a body for you and such. How about that?
I mean, I could just take a body. I mean, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we gotta, like he said, like I was like, we got a lot of orphans.
That will not be happening. And also, Coral, tell me, was it you the one telling me to take Zan's eyes?
You see Coral like in that like kind of like spins one way and then spins another way and yes, no. Yes, it was no.
Is this thing psychopath?
Zan, I think you may want to
you stuck at
reevaluate
making
your
rock,
relationship
man.
with your crystal.
Yeah, my rock's a lot better. I'm very glad.
There's a reason I'm made of steel and not stone, evidently.
Oh, you're throwing shade, dude.
Not stone, it's like crystal. Stone's fine. My stone.
Coral, perhaps it'd be best for you to go to sleep for now.
Also, for like, stunk.
Yeah, it just kind of like sits dormant. You're not really sure if it's asleep or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
powers down and falls to the
usually
ground.
what happens when it's actually asleep is the red drains from it, so it's just like laying down pretending to be asleep. Usually it turns colorless.
He goes to his charging port.
Coral, I know that you're not asleep.
It doesn't respond.
Like I open.
Your rock is kind of dude.
You lose a control, you're on.
Discipline.
Hey,
yeah.
Gave an order.
At all.
This wasn't an order. I guess it was
go.
like,
Fuck you! Like directing it towards Artemis.
Fuck you! Artemis goes to grab the rock. Float! Throw the rock at the rock.
It's like, okay, nap time. Zane just
like the rock just bounces off the rock and lands on the table. Has like an angry face, like a little circle with like a zigzag through it, like teeth.
Yeah, it just kind of like it seems to like float into your bag and actually like the flap closes and it what you would assume it going to sleep. But.
I apologize for that, Artemis.
You better.
I don't apologize. I apologize.
Just instigating.
Perhaps the unstableness where its soul was housed perhaps might be, I don't know, having some sort of lingering effect.
Maybe it has a mind of its own.
Well, of course it does. That's why I made it.
Huh?
I like how Milo is just like listening through this whole conversation and being like,
I mean, the NPCs don't say shit until you either A, do something that is relevant to them, or B, like they fade into they faded their painted green. They fade into the background when you're not talking to them.
They're busy doing NPC.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be like Stick is talking to him, or
Yeah.
you know, X or Y.
Yeah, the kids are doing kid things. Noir is taking care of the kids. Tubbs is jerking off. You know, blah 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 blah. You know.
Tubbs is not
Playing the
jerking off.
drum.
He was setting up the karaoke session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we're
was like-
having karaoke later. Also, Tylo's letting the kids, if they want
Someone
to,
remind Victor of that because he'll absolutely smash it.
well, play.
How
Yes.
late is it right now?
It's like 9ish.
Do we have housing?
The only person doesn't need house.
Artemis, would you be so kind as to offer me housing?
You specifically, not anyone else? That's kind of selfish, too.
I look good to like Kai, like, bro, obviously.
That's not obvious. You
Bro,
said you. You
Yeah,
obviously
you all
said
can
offer
sleep in the-
me housing.
Mama's like, if you need, I can, we can clear the thing out tonight, and you guys could just sleep here. It's at the least bit safe.
A sleepover. Okay. Then we're definitely going to need some popcorn, about 4 gallons of fruit punch. We need some streamers. Oh, now, how quickly can people make origami birds? Would there be enough origami birds?
How many origami birds are required?
I'm thinking about 300? No, 400. Maybe some that are, maybe just some origami paper. Oh, we can teach the kids how to make origami. Oh, but maybe we also
I know how to
can
make
use
origami cranes.
Like, Tylo is just super excited about this, and he's just sputtering at like 100 miles an hour.
I don't think we have that much paper. Victor, you don't have any paper on you, do you?
I always keep paper with me.
Do you have enough
It's
paper?
for business purposes and for photography, though.
Exactly.
Ooh, what about chalk?
I have chalk.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we need to make sure there's a. Is outside? Is there any place that has asphalt or concrete, Nick? Just somewhere where any chalk can be washed off quickly.
Isn't asphalt a new
Easily.
invention?
I mean, you're. It's like 9:00 at night, so I mean, you wouldn't be able to see the chalk. But I mean, you were just trying to draw. Like, I'm confused.
I mean, all the kids have. Oh, actually, we all have this cobblestone, and yeah, we got stuff out here. We just need some candles.
I have candles.
Yeah, Tylo is just thinking.
He's got chalk. He's got candles.
Or I guess this place over here, it's still inside and well lit.
That's the bathroom.
Oh, that's the bathroom. Never mind. I didn't scroll.
It's the double lavatory.
Yeah, Tylo is thinking about activities for the kids to do. You know, kids need a lot of stimulation.
I mean, for some reason, outside.
We're on an island, so it's okay to have like cobblestone pathways and such. Edge of a mountain? I'm not.
I'm just saying, like, outside looks like it's all rock. I mean, edge of like a rock.
I just thought we were just on like a cobblestone walkway, and that's the reason, rather than be solid rock. I guess one like solid, like continuous lines.
Yeah, I was saying if you're looking for some.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could also just do the walls outside.
Yeah,
but
like fucking like 10 in the morning.
I know it's 10 at night, and he's got children outside. Like,
I'd be surprised if they aren't already like falling asleep in each other.
Yeah. Most of them are like full and like falling each other like asleep on each other. Like you don't have to like entertain them like much, but you could definitely like set them up with
I was like greedy. He's like, no, we're having fun. This is for me, not for you.
Get up, you little shits! It's time to learn how to fold paper.
Okay,
And-
now who knows how to make volcanoes?
Zen,
No, I did not mean that kind. I just meant with soda and vinegar. Yeah, so
Zen would walk up to Big Mama and ask about how, like, do they have any, like, any bedding for the children?
Of course. And she kind of like, you kind of like see her kind of like snap her fingers, and the like chairs themselves, the tables kind of like all wall themselves up against the wall, except for the ones that people are using.
Yeah, I was like,
leave
where's
a couple. Yeah. And then you see like the chest kind of open up from the corner, and these like futon pads kind of like come out. There's plenty of them. It seems like this is like it's prepared to be whatever it needs to be. If it needs to be like a shelter for people, it can be a shelter for people. If it needs food, it'll be food. But
Thank you very much.
all right. I guess Nora, do you want to help me put him to bed in a bit?
she's like, I can do that.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I'd be helping also. Especially like the kids who are already asleep, Zan be trying to like lift them up carefully with flying.
Yeah, so it doesn't take long, but those that are asleep, are put to bed. The older kids seem to kind of like go to sleep, except for the duo, Lily and Jean. They seem to kind of be about that time where they're the ones don't seem to be too tired yet. These are the older 3, but yeah. Older 4, but yeah.
Where's the fourth one? I only see.
He accidentally moved Lily in.
Well, yeah.
They're
Oh, okay,
together.
yeah, together.
Yep. Nope, not gonna do it. They're inseparable.
Alrighty.
We'll make sure you're safe.
Alright.
Zan
So
would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Zan, why don't you read them a bedtime story?
You see him like thinking and be like, "Oh, yes, I know one."
And the dead rose from the earth to consume the living. Just like what's happening now as the skeletons of Zan's control burst through the floor. Burst.
Okay.
Someday happen.
For the children to be safe, Zen would pop a Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm still imagining the skeletons rising from the graves. Just tell people bedtime stories.
He's just reading off the Evil Dead's.
He's reading the
playwright.
Necronomicon as a fucking bedtime story.
What's with all the Latin? Why is this guy getting dumb?
Idumamite azuma alamoteos.
It's all
Yeah. So, Zan would actually tell a bedtime story like the what's the bedtime? Like the what the matchstick girl bedtime story where most kids fall asleep before they actually read the ending.
Oh, that one. Well, yeah. Let's just hope to
They don't stay awake for the ending.
Like kids usually fall
I was gonna say, isn't the matchstick girl like, oh, and she died, and she's dead. She was always dead.
Basically, they spin it in a happy way for little kids. Like,
Yeah, she rejoins her grandma.
yeah, Zan, like
girl, they don't
when he
last till
hears
the end,
that,
their children are
like,
Gracefield. Damn, are you saying their fire is about to go out, or like their fire is about to go?
no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? When Tylo is hearing you tell that story, he's like, he'll use his like visage to say, "How about you just cut out the part at the very end, make up your own ending?" Yeah,
Zan's like contemplating. He's like, well, should I not? Should I tell like how it's true to the story?
Tylo just says no.
my artistic vision. do that. The author.
He'll tell what's it called? The word starts with the C, and it's the censored version.
How about
the
altered version?
I thought you were trying to say a word that you can't say. I'm like, what?
Words.
Milo says to Tylo, "It's like you also have that book that you haven't read. You can read a story from there.
Which book is he referring to?
The one that you got at the cave,
Oh, you mean the one about the
the barbarian and the faceless red? Yeah.
I don't think that's a bedtime story.
Oh, and telling a story about a little kid who basically dies at the end is an appropriate bedtime story?
Absolutely, it's a classic. That's why.
Read them The Little Prince.
Yes. Okay.
Tell them Cinderella or something.
The kid also dies at the end of that. I have tricked you.
Yes, I know. That's the joke.
I
Because I
mean,
know.
we can do Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. He technically dies in the middle, but then comes back to life.
Or we could do Red
She
Riding
comes back
Hood.
to life because she gets sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Or-
It's actually
Are
assaulted.
you talking about Sleeping Beauty as well?
Both of those, yeah, both of them.
Technically, Sleeping Beauty's
His
story
Who
actually
Loves Kiss
starts
is
out with
perfectly
that
fine.
rather than in the middle in the original tale.
They can send
Might as well
after they
just-
wake up.
You know what? How about we just tell our own?
Yeah, you just make up some bullshit story.
I'm gonna make up a story, like a cliche story where a big scary dragon takes a knight and his bride has to go and save him.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, female empowerment.
A very unbelievable story.
It's through by being able to be small enough to
No, I got an idea. Tell the story of Shrek.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shrek.
yes. Teach them the one true God.
Victor may be an anti-theist, but
But when it
even
comes
he
to
understands.
Shrek, that's a god amongst men. That's a god.
Not even a man.
Okay.
Oh God, you're giving Nick ideas. We're gonna encounter, one of the guys who is the embodiment of the Shrek.
That's so much of a joke. Not part of anime.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
If it's not in- give me like 5 minutes.
Like, Shrek's not an anime. It's fine. We don't have to worry about him in Nick's world.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
You weeb.
Hey, you know what? You guys have been enjoying it so far, so y'all can fucking write off.
Yeah, this is why I don't watch anime.
Are you sure Shrek's not anime?
Oh yeah, there's a
My name's Goku, so I get a free weeb pass.
I mean, sure.
That, I mean, all it does is prove you're more of a weeb. It doesn't give you a pass.
Yeah.
And there's not.
You were born a weed.
It's just we'll make fun of it.
Yeah.
I was
born a
molded. God. All right. So what tale are you telling the
really
kids?
adopted the weeb.
Yeah,
I was born in it. Molded.
Okay. What tale are you telling the children?
It's a random tale, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I told you. A story about how a beautiful princess rescues her prince in need.
Okay.
All right.
A story about how it's like doesn't matter who you are, if when the challenge comes up to it, it matters like who you are able to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
I did a few like Germanic stories about like how she encounters Fae and how they help her on the road and how she needs to trick some of them in order to help her along.
Damn, that's fucked. He's saying like woman needs help, and then also they're manipulative. Like,
So it's literally with stereotypical dragon story gender bent.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
I don't know.
I mean, isn't that what the guy does in a lot of stories too? He like tricks the Fae into helping him.
Does it? What? I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot of
usually
that.
Usually the forest spirits and him just like the forest spirits help him because he's righteous and holy.
Yeah, or like they're like, yeah, that dragon plagues our lands too. Cool, thanks for helping. We'll help you help us, right? Like, usually like a.
Yeah, but most Fae aren't good.
Yeah, I know, but they're also okay with people getting rid of an evil dragon that fucks with their land.
Yeah. Also, in most stories, like the Fae are not like the D&D Fae, where they're all assholes. They're just weird forest hippies.
Well, you know what? In Zan's story, they are.
Okay, fine.
They're evil for.
All right.
He
Probably
fixed a
better
hag.
than the story Victor would have told him.
And I'll explain to them, those who aren't already asleep, that they can come in and out, but no one can come in.
This is about an organic dragon being slain by some robot. Some righteous robot person.
Victor,
The
no,
other kids
Victor's
are going to bed
is
too?
basically a novelization of the Terminator, but the Terminator's the good guy.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
So Terminator 2, gotcha.
I mean, all the Terminator.
1.
One robot has to fight an even worse robot.
No, there are no bad robots.
Yeah.
Robots are.
What about the robots being
What
organic?
about a printer?
Hmm?
You're like, there are no bad robots. And I'm like, what about a printer? And I'm like, there is one bad robot.
A printer, it's
Because
controlled
of the-
computers. Yeah, a printer is technically a robot.
Yeah.
A printer is not a bad
Okay.
thing.
Either way, you tell your story. The kids hate it, love it. I don't know. Whatever they do,
So bored
they fall asleep. Yeah. So
roll a charisma. What is it? Performance. Yeah.
Me?
Yes,
you're the one telling the story.
Yeah, you're the one that told the story. Tyler, go on and give you the spotlight. Also,
Could I have charmed them in the time that I was telling the story?
Probably, yeah.
do you
think they fell asleep quicker than a minute?
Sure. Hey,
Yeah.
They all kind of stay awake until the end of the story, and then fall asleep shortly after.
Oh yeah, do you mention anything about your cleric?
That was
That was
persuasion.
persuasion. Yeah, that was my thing
was
to
to see
charm
the
them,
charm.
not the
Then it's
story.
Yeah, that's the thing to do the charm. Yeah, so you charm a kid,
I
whatever.
don't
Okay.
think any of them can pass a 28.
Yeah, sure. Make your performance with advantage. 21. Good job.
21, 25, yeah.
25.
Good job.
Yeah.
You told a story.
You're,
I'm
yeah.
using prestidigitation to make like the art for it, and then like thaumaturgy to make my voice different, and
logo, of course.
You're trying really hard to impress these kids with your story.
yeah, I mean like
Uh-huh.
Zanfield is a little bit of kindred spirit to them. Who
So all the children are asleep?
Yeah. We'll just say for the sake. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Tyler just kind of puts away his plans for arts and crafts. Another
Just very sadly puts them away. He comes running in with, I finally got all the supplies. Oh, they're all asleep.
Yeah.
you see the Lehman's tiny hut is almost like a little like a cloud of fog, like really dense fog, almost black. Just like it just follows like a curve as if it was like smooth as glass, though.
We'll never know if it's dying.
They can go in and out.
I'm just saying.
When we wake up tomorrow, we'll have a bunch of inferno.
Wait, don't you have to stay in there?
No, wait,
Because-
do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, Zan's sleeping with the kids. He's like vampire sleeping upside down, like at the top of the dome.
I'm not secure enough to sleep next to kids.
Okay.
Okay.
Pick a kid, and then that kid will fall asleep in your arms. Okay.
Okay.
The one that's the least creepy.
Hold on, I gotta roll a D.
The cleanest one.
How about you just choose like the smallest kid, like
How about you just
Leah?
get real comfortable in this corner here? Well,
This
not
one.
corner, but here.
Pepper?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of like holding her, like lap as you guys like finish reading the story, and everyone's just kind of like, and then they're all yawning, and it makes you yawn, and you slowly.
Your story puts you to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, it's a good ass story. I put myself to sleep.
Yeah. It used up too much brainwave activity.
Okay.
Okay, who's up for karaoke?
Wake the kids up.
Kids are asleep, dude. What are you talking?
Wait, we can't have karaoke, Isa?
How with the kids sleeping across the room?
Sona goes, shame, and I was looking so forward to singing tonight. Tubbs is like about to like.
It's fine.
Drums, like,
I got it. Everyone bring the karaoke to my dimension.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I'm cool with this.
Okay. So They bring all the karaoke stuff to the.
So he's like, I just got finished setting it up. It's like, well, unset it up.
So, you guys have a fun night of karaoke. Sona sings, and she sings songs that kind of bring up that nostalgia of like Viva La Sangre, the person that she's based after. Some of the lyrics are a little rough, but the singing technique seems to be the sound anyway.
It's younger her before she was trained properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Could there be a way for me to make the barrier soundproof?
I don't know. Is there?
I mean,
as in sound coming in and not sound coming out.
I mean, isn't it meant to be able to hear or something?
Like, it doesn't block sound. It blocks
I know, which is why I'm asking.
Well, then no. Block sound.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
we figured out it's fine.
Yeah, but they're in a pocket dimension. It's fine.
Yeah. All burst.
Good, I've infected all of you. Perfect.
I mean, I was sick before. I'm still just got a cough. But
It was Nick's fault that Murders got sick then.
Yeah, I gave it to Murderous.
You guys have to stop making out. Seriously.
Why would I do that?
Okay, something happens in Artemis's dimension. I gotta figure out who's around to see it.
Okay.
So bring us to the dimension real fast. I want to see what it looks like.
Forgot that was a place. Give me a sec. Where the fuck is it? It's there.
Okay. Okay, so at some point, I assume someone finds Artemis standing on the porch, like just like looking out into the mist stuff. I don't know if anyone would have caught that or not, but
Maybe I was roaming around.
like who's coming in and out? Like, yeah.
Well, Milo just kind of humors the idea. Stick is there. Tubbs is there. Noir is there. Like, the crew seems to be there.
Yeah.
They're a little skeptical at first, but they're there. And then whoever from your, like, the group who was here then would also be there.
They can set it up.
Victor probably would have left to go see Jill and learn about the missive that he got before like they went all up in there and shit.
Yeah, so I assume like the karaoke's like set up in this room. That's like a square ass room with nothing. Oh.
Sure. I mean, you could also set it up there. That's fine. Wherever you like it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
He would. Yeah. Victor would return after he does that.
Yeah.
I don't know when this thing is.
So like basically when the karaoke's going on, like after Sona sings or something, like Artemis probably would like walk outside and she'd probably be there for maybe a few hours. But like she's just on like 1,000-yard stare staring outside. So if people would have came back and forth, you would have seen her, but probably was like, oh hey, what's, and just kept like passed by her. So I don't know if anyone would interact when that happened.
I'll say I'll do it.
Okay.
So you say you're just looking out into the distance?
Oh yeah. Just like just thinking about like past mistakes or something. Things that could have been done better, maybe. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
you walk up and like, yo, you seem kind of distant. You're usually up like in action and stuff. What's wrong?
Yeah. He says that and like she's like looking out like yeah, like I said, like, that's basically what she says when she told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like
mistakes that you've made or the other officers made?
maybe both. Maybe both.
Okay.
You kind of like if you look out and like what she's looking at, you can probably see like figures of stuff. Like maybe it's her family or something out there, right? Like, but you can't really tell or anything. Yeah, it's
so
kind of like fade.
Do you feel the guilt of the other Artemis?
Oh no, yeah, I don't think she feels guilty about anything.
Okay, so interesting.
I think I think she was what she was even before. Like, I think she was just always her, right? I don't think there is any other Artemis.
Right. I got you.
Just like how like Pink is always Pink, I guess, and changing. That Artemis, I guess, is always bad, always good. I guess. Oh, it's very complicated, but yeah.
So, I mean, what's your end goal here? Like, I mean, you always say you want to be a god, but once you're the god, changing things, do you think it's going to help the world? Is that the hope? Is that the dream?
Well, my end goal was to see my family again.
So, do you think you'll be able to revive them, or?
Oh, they're out there. They're just out there somewhere. As soon as I get this dimension, I can see them again. But the thing is, I don't remember exactly their names or that much what they look like. So I don't know how it's gonna work out. And also, like, originally that's what I thought. Like, I'm just gonna, if I become the Lord of Murder, then I get everything I ever wanted back, right? Then slowly, as I'm becoming Lord of Murder, it's like, I don't really care about them anymore.
Oh.
Kind of sucks, right? It's kind of weird.
Have you grown past them, or?
I don't know.
Do you think you want to start a new, I wouldn't say better family, but like since you know more, perhaps?
Yeah, it's like I want to, you know, start something different for some reason. It's like the new me wants something different. But if I don't know if that old me's gone.
Is there a way to purge the old you, or do you want to keep pieces of it? I'm confused.
I don't know. Like right now, like I don't care about the old me. I thought I just changed as a person. Like I grew, and then I was bored of my old life. But you know, I don't know. Maybe it's ball spawn magic. Maybe it's something. But maybe the new me is just like the different me, right? Like how we seen Flo as someone that was a decent person, and then when she's activated, she went crazy and tried to stab me. So I mean, maybe this is my ball spawningness. So if I were to purge that, maybe I'll go back to being me. Or maybe if I purge it, then I go back to being me, but then no powers and nothing to get me, and then I'm just like super fucking sad because my family's dead.
Man.
Seems like a lose. Yeah, it seems like a lose-lose in that one.
Yeah.
So I guess I should just keep going and see what happens.
All right.
Yeah, Victor walking up.
Yeah. There's like just like a little portal out here, right?
Yeah, it's a little portal. Yeah, it's like a door.
Yeah. You'd see like Victor and Jill like popping in through it.
Hey guys, they're doing karaoke. They're doing karaoke in the back. You wanna? Me and Kai are just talking about fucked up shit, I guess, like bad stuff, like past, like family and stuff. You know. What about you, Victor? Do you remember your family?
Very much, yes.
Okay.
Why?
Are they robots?
Yeah.
Are they machines too?
They gotta be, right?
My progenitors were indeed stillborn, yes.
I mean, what else? How else could you? Well, I guess I don't know how stillborn make babies, so I guess a human could make a baby the same way, right? Stillborn, and then
we are created out of the Soul Forge in Zilla.
Oh, so you're from Zilla?
Yes.
Okay.
We all are.
Okay.
So, while it is technically my home country, it is not my home. So.
Yeah, I got you. Home is where you make it, blah, blah, like stuff.
Yes.
What about you two? You gonna make a half stillborn, half human baby?
That'd be cute.
Jill blushes.
Or
haven't really had such things on my mind.
I want to think about that. You don't want to get into some committed relationship, and y'all want different things.
I'd never make them choose. I understand. I would be okay with adopting if that ever came to be, because
that would be the more likely outcome. Yes.
Okay.
I do not know how an organic would fare when put into the forge.
Yeah. Well, either way, you got a bunch of orphans in there. If you want one, you can probably just take one home with you.
I was told. I look forward to meeting them.
Okay. They're sleeping.
Yes, that black cloud and the bar, they're asleep in there.
Yeah, with
Barthella put that up.
he's in there somewhere with them. If they're not there tomorrow, I assume they're in his bag.
He wanted to mail them to Secundia with a spell.
He wanted to do what?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like the bag that eats souls and stuff, and you know, he was like, these 3 corpses right here. Mm-hmm.
Why the? You know, it's okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying he really likes corpses.
He's a necromancer. Yes, of course he likes corpses.
Yeah, like you like stillborn. Like he probably wants to turn live people into dead people. Just like I mean, like same thing as like if you wanted to like turn people into stillborn.
I do not understand how in the world I would do that.
I don't know. Magic.
You did to the bat, right?
What was that?
Didn't you do that to the bat?
Oh, you did. Yeah, you turned your real bat into a little robot. You do that to
Yes,
people?
Order was originally an orc. That would be extremely unethical.
Oh, okay. You're like, oh, look at the time. I gotta. There's karaoke's inside, right? It's inside. Yeah, I should actually be getting that karaoke. You know.
They're on to me. I got it.
Oh, they're playing my song.
Yeah. Like, okay,
Yeah,
well.
he hears Sona's voice, just like.
Oh, so she like
starts wandering in, like, yeah.
Yeah. You like the diva, right? Sona's like kind of being the diva or something, or trying to be.
Yes, she's a precise copy of her, correct?
Yeah, but younger, so she's not like trained or anything, right? So she's not that good. She's good, but she's not like he's rough around the edges. There we go. Could be good. You wanna have fun with that? I don't know. You could probably train her, right? You like music.
I'm not entirely.
A vocals
I don't think
teacher?
I can train an organic how to sing, being that I do not have vocal cords.
Yeah. But you don't have like a book or something that can like.
I could find such resources to assist her.
Sure. I'm just saying you like music, so if you want
train her to be as good as her original.
Sure. Go for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Jill, you must. While her singing may be imperfect, you should really hear the vocal capacity of the person that this person is cloned from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should get back in.
Yeah,
Victor, you have control over Jill too, just so I don't have to keep moving her. Just so if you want to walk in tandem, you both can walk
my
in tandem.
Girlfriend, yes.
And there you go.
Oh yes, Kai sits on the steps and contemplates his past and things like that.
Did we kill anyone you know?
I think he's thinking about the Gomez's.
I'm saying is, did we kill anyone you know though? Like I'm saying, like they made us walk by. You're like, I know that guy.
No.
Yeah, and also, of course, Victor is recording Sona singing, so he can mess around with her with the vocals.
It's fine.
Yeah, I guess by this. Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's eventually real Artemis would have came back, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we could say within that time frame, eventually you see real Artemis pass Kai.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you. Oh yeah, never mind. Hey.
Stop.
Not much. This.
You good?
You put a bug into me. Now I'm sitting here thinking about my past too.
Oh. Okay, well, if you see anyone out there that you may have known, it may have been me. I don't know. Probably wasn't. Pretty sure all the Valspawn murderers come here. So, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are my friends.
Okay. What
I'm not looking out into the distance for anyone. I'm just,
You
thinking about.
What did you do? Like, the orphanage you burned down or something? I don't know.
I mean, that could be part of it. I mean, when you think about it, yeah. But it's more of how do I want to handle this situation honestly, like with Hero and Juno.
Oh, your girlfriend. Yeah. Seem like a dick. Who does that?
Yeah, he's.
I won't even do that.
Yeah, looking you
Like
up.
I mean, like I was thinking about fucking Jill, but I mean, Victor took an interest, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. But still, girl, that's up.
Pretty mean.
You guys was friends.
It's a weird case with us. But
Aren't friends with him?
We were allies at best. Yeah, he was always jealous of my leadership, or lack thereof, I guess.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you were like the leader of your little group, and he wanted to be leader or something?
Yeah, because usually no one else wanted to be, but no one wanted him to be either, so I just kind of took up the position.
Oh.
So, yeah, kind of weird.
Usually how it goes. People that are the best leaders are the ones that don't want to lead or something.
Yeah,
People that are the worst leaders are the ones that really want to lead.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why, because people they have in their head like, I want to be leader because of these reasons, right? And that they're reasons of their own. But people that don't want to be leaders are usually like, everyone should just do what they want to do, and blah, right? So it usually gets.
Yeah. I really don't know. Ty wants me to, turn the other cheek type of shit, and I'm like, I need to fuck this guy up. He can't really just step on my dreams and future like that,
I actually don't think fucking him up is the right thing to do.
Seriously.
I think that's I think that's too easy. Right? If he's so jealous and everything about you being a leader and about you like all this stuff, I think just like keeping him around you and showing that you're better than him in every way will piss him off the most. Right?
But I don't like him being around me.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take, yeah, but fuck that guy. I don't want him near me.
Yeah. But if you can I don't know, trap him in a little box or something and put him in your backpack so he has to listen to you. Right? He has to listen to you having fun and enjoying your life and being cool or something, right? But then he's in a little box having to listen.
That's pretty deep, pretty dark.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, he's beating his ass or even killing him. Is this done? Goes off to wherever he needs to go and then he's there forever. Yeah, you gotta do that punishment fits the crime type deal, right?
Oh, Tylo.
I like this idea. So, yeah, would you mind helping me find out how to do that kind of thing?
Oh, put him in a little box. I mean, the wizards might be able to do that kind of shit. I mean, what if we just kill him and then Zam raises him as a zombie and he just falls behind us?
Then he'll smell. Nah.
Okay.
I like the box idea, or maybe a gem. You could be my own stone.
Yeah, you can get yourself a rock. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be cool.
Put him in a rock.
Yeah, he'll be bitchy, but it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I mean, you can have a voice in your head now too.
Another one? I mean, what?
Oh, yeah. Another one? You got a voice too already? What voice do you got?
It's you know how some of us tend to reach that point of no return?
No.
And,
what? No return of what?
Of returning to mortality, I guess.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, so.
Oh, if mortals when they about to die or something and then they die, or I don't get what you mean.
Maybe a submission to a higher power, and you not sell your soul, but you technically are.
Oh, if you were to die or almost die, you're bleeding to death or something, you're like, someone help me, please, anyone, I'll do anything, and someone a god comes down and is like, hey, I'll help you, but you gotta sign these papers or something. Gotcha. Okay, so you almost died and then you sold your soul to somebody. Okay. Which one? Which god? Who did it?
No god in particular did it, but let's say that if things keep going down this route, I may end up not being the same little Kai that you guys may know.
Okay. So you sold yourself to
No, I haven't
power?
done it yet. I'm just saying if I keep up with them.
Oh, okay. So there's a god like whispering in your ear, like, "Hey, do what's on these papers."
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
deal's out there for me.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you don't know who it is.
Oh, I know definitely.
Who is it?
It's something I can't answer. No offense.
So it's not a god.
No.
Okay.
Oh, technically, maybe.
It's
Maybe.
not.
So it's something. It's just a powerful figure, but it's not a god.
Let's go with that.
Sure. They're not a god. They're not strong enough to be a god. Okay, sure.
Let's go.
Yeah, it can be like something like powerful, like a fucking dragon or a lich or something. Has enough power.
Can't see the health, Nick.
Oh, I didn't even know it had health to begin with.
Yeah, it only has 1 hit point. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It hits it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it, I'll put it, but I didn't think about it.
Last one had it, and so yeah.
Takes half damage. Yeah. Like, okay, well, did you talk to Kai or Ty about your voice in your head?
Oh,
But
no.
it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you probably don't need to tell him. You probably just tell you to not listen to him and just forget all about him and don't be bad.
I mean, I kind of slipped up and said something similar to it, but I'm pretty sure he didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I said, like, I just tell you not to listen to it. Don't be bad or something. Yeah. Like, you probably tell you some bullshit, like, we'll be your power, we're your friends, and true friendship, and I don't know, you draw a card for a friend you have or something. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess you have fun with your talking to your voice and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside and fuck with everyone else.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna keep pondering this situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.
All right. Thanks again.
Daggy sitting on Tyler's lap. What the hell?
They're dancing, and
they're dancing.
Yeah.
Daggy has wet herself. She's
Gotcha.
Ooh, we
Tyler says,
should.
"Where's Flo? Flo, back, Flo."
welcome back.
Jump on her lap. There we go. There's.
Yeah, Tubbs. Sona just got done singing, and Tubbs is kind of like introducing himself over to Jill, like hello, and things like that.
If he gets the slightest bit pervy.
He doesn't. He's a gentleman,
Yeah.
but as soon as like he saw you come in, so he's just like introducing himself. But like he knows whenever it's like not like completely appropriate. He's smart. He's not like just fucking everything.
Just like Victor's little eye, enhance zoom function. His version of a glare.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah. He
like Victor makes sure to hold Jill's hand as he walks over and starts talking to her. It's like,
introduces himself and stuff like that.
I have 27 weapons all pointed at your face, and you don't know where they are. This is how I aim. This is. Yeah.
But yeah, unless there's any other roleplay scenes you'd like to have within this current point in time.
Yes.
Okay, Tyler.
Oh, just kind of notices the wetness and the crowd. He was like, "Well, I'm going to grab something to clean this up. Just wait right here, Daggy." And he goes and
go ahead.
And he goes and looks for the room. He's like, "Guy?
Oh yeah.
There's a party in there. What are you doing out here?"
Party in my head. I mean, yeah. I'm just kind of contemplating things. You know how it goes. It's been a pretty dark time for the past few days. Trying my best not to stress out too much.
Yeah. Today was a lot. How are you doing?
As good as I can be, I guess.
I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I want to say that in the moment slipped my mind.
Well, once it comes to mind, spill it.
It's, well, oh, excuse me. He just kind of makes sure to stand a bit away from you when he notices, she got a bit on my shoe. Great. uh, I can't tell you what you need to do, Kai. I want what's best for you, and you're very passionate.
Mm-hmm.
The way you felt back there with Hero, you were valid in that reason. And I'm not wanting to say that you weren't, or to downplay it in any way.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to trust your own instincts on this. And while I do hope that you make certain decisions, ultimately it's your choice to make. All I can do is make sure you're not alone making those choices.
Okay, buddy. I appreciate you reaching out like this. It's putting me in a very awkward parallel.
No, I just don't want to feel like I'm just telling you what to do. You're my
Yeah.
I don't want to say like a brother to me, but I don't know. You seem,
You'd be my only family.
honestly, I wish you were to meet my family. I think they would
Yeah.
love you.
Oh, that's cool.
No, you have to be careful of Hernando though.
What's up with Hernando?
He's very, very if you think I'm a prankster, no, Hernando is
Okay.
yeah. Tell me, you're not allergic to raspberries, are you?
Nah, I eat everything.
Okay, good. Good. He typically goes with raspberry-based pranks.
That's very unique.
Yeah, he thinks it's like a cool calling card, but I just think it's lame. I mean, why limit yourself to just one gimmick? It gets stale.
True. True. But so it could be creative if he keeps up with it. This is a very strong limit because there's not much you can do with it.
Tell me about it.
Mhm.
I heard the old man's name, De Niro. I guess I've only heard about him from you.
Yeah.
What?
Old man took care of us, me and Juno. I know where we met. Where our situation butted. So yeah, he's a very strong and positive role model. Kind of led me down the right path, and it's just that my past always finds a way to catch up to me, and he caught the bad end of it as well.
What you going to do if you see him again?
Throw myself at him, hug him to death. Okay.
I just hope it's not going to be another, like at the town hall.
It's Shay.
Yeah, or like
Juno didn't have anything to do with that.
It doesn't seem like Shay had anything. I don't know. It just seems like the past comes back and it's familiar, but not in a good way. I guess my brother's a good example. I thought he was long gone, but Now I'm now I'm not so sure anymore.
So, what would you do if you came across your brother? Same question for you that you gave me.
I don't know. Last time I ran away, this in the best case scenario, I'd want to bring him peace.
Mm-hmm.
In an impossible scenario, I'd want him back.
If he's ignited,
I
do you
know.
think it'll be safe to take him back or to potentially try to get him back in a way?
I know I've done something what was thought impossible in White Sails.
Yeah, with the music?
Yeah, but I mean, they're supposed to go after 2 months. He might be around for over 5 years at this point.
A massive, big situation.
Do Horned ignited last this long?
Typically, they can, but it's not expected.
Do they keep their memories?
Oh, so it's kind of crazy. They possibly can keep their sentience. So, yeah, it's a possibility. I wouldn't say yes, but it's a very high possibility. You laugh.
Oh, I'm hopeless. Hopeful. What how you say it? I I can't help but be hopeful now.
That's fair.
Though I know more so than not, it's not gonna turn out well. But
Just like you offered me, I'll be there for you, bud. But I think in this case, it may be more likely that the bad case scenario may happen.
Tylo reaches over to Kai and hugs him.
You return. Don't tell anybody about this. Don't you touch my butt. Keep your hands up.
He doesn't retort. You can
Bad,
just
like no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want Talbert someone about it. Like, oh, whoa.
Artemis walks by, gay.
it's just you can just feel him being
Awfully somber.
Yeah, awfully somber. Very quiet. Until
We're going to get through this, bud. Yeah.
a moment passes.
It won't be as hard as we expected.
Right. I haven't actually heard you sing before.
So is that a request?
I think that's more than a request. Come on. Tyler just grabs your hand.
I'm up for a challenge. Let's do this shit.
And comes back like, oh, I forgot the mop. Be right back.
Make a deck save.
You know what? Let's see how bad.
You're fine.
Like,
Right.
Gets ripped in half.
Oh, just be careful.
Take
Just be careful of that
responsibility.
guy. He comes back for the mop and just starts cleaning up the situation.
Daggy's in the front singing, I just had sex.
Okay. How is her singing?
I just do
you want me to roll it?
I'll roll. This is Artemis's.
Yeah, it's Artemis's thing, so
Artemis
not bad.
Oh, no, this is Artemis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for Artemis.
Dag.
It's all 10.
Kobolds don't have anything in charisma.
Okay.
Ooh. She's
She was
giving
inspired.
Sona a run for money. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
No, she's doing surprisingly well, and you wouldn't expect this kobold to like be, but the screeches just kind of like back and forth play really well with each other. Yeah, Sona's overall performance was just clearly better. Got expertise in that bitch.
You would?
Yeah, I mean, there you
go. You know what? Tyler's going to roll. Of course, he's going to sing at some point.
I would assume the diva has expertise.
Yeah, right.